exclusive.
I was getting a signal when I was looking.
Teaching middle school science, Warren Pickrell. Kindergarten teacher, Lane Credmore. Teaching 5th grade, Cagney Savage. Kindergarten teacher, Haley Stoneacre. We are thrilled to have each of you here at Maysville. Together, we will focus on student success, supporting our staff, engaging our community, and building a strong future. Let's give them all a warm Panther welcome.
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Oh, sir. Oh, I'm here. I had to run. I was down there talking to my wife and my son. And I heard him start doing it. I was like, oh, and that's what I'm running. Oh, I seen you run by. Yep. I made it.
football team, 2025 state champions. The Maysville boys basketball team captured the school's first ever state championship in boys basketball, defeating Glenville 74 to 67 at the University of Dayton Arena on March 21st. This victory marks only the third championship in boys basketball in Muskingum County history, previously done by Zanesville in 1995, and our visiting John Glenn in 2016. It is also the third in the history of the MVL, first done by Riverview in 1971 and John Glenn in 2016. Superintendent Joe Daniels and Principal Robert Dalton will present the championship rings to the team. First, from the roster, number 0, Gator Nichols. Number 1, Cohen Llewellyn. Number 3, Gavin Ferguson. Number 4, Cade Rock. Number 5, Cade Pickrell. Number 10, Ty Atkins. Number 11, Landon Iden. Number 12, Cutler Carnes. Number 23, Kane Rorig. Number 24, Jordan Watson. And number 33, Owen Larimer. Team manager, Gage Matheny. Injured player, Alex Ray. Coaches and staff, athletic trainer, Joe Johnson. Athletic director and consultant, Pat Miller. Assistant coach, Tom Magnus. Freshman coach, Jim Magnus. JV coach, Sam Magnus. Associate head coach, Jared Cox. Head coach, Dave Brown. We want to give a huge shout out to Tanner Wilson, Bailey Wilson, and locality for their generous support in sponsoring the championship rings. A big thank you as well to Clay Mercer, Caden Mercer, and Mercer Lawn Care, along with Hot Shot 107 for stepping up as sponsors. Your contributions help make this moment possible. Congratulations to our players, coaches, and the entire Panther community for making history and bringing home the state championship. How about one more round of applause for the 2025 state basketball champions of Maysville.
Sunbelt out there, a little bit of sun. It's all those cars that went west in Florida.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello, hello. Hello.
Highway 103 scheduled for 7 o'clock. We'll get you that one. It's football time in East Central Ohio. From AVC Sports and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9, 98.5, NASH Icon. Now it's time to head to the field for tonight's game.
Southtown and the Maysville Athletic Complex. Tonight, the John Glenn Muskies visiting the Maysville Panthers. Our radio coverage tonight on NASH Icon 98.5 and 107.9. And, of course, our free live video available on our YouTube channel, YRPtv. I'm Dave Hilliard and excited to start my 9th season broadcasting high school sports. Last night, as I broadcast the season opener over at Meadowbrook, Tri-Valley defeating the Meadowbrook Colts 48-28. Our coverage tonight brought to you by our fine sponsors, including Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, TK Auto Service, Great Clips, Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, Action Total Staffing, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, and Shriver's Pharmacy, all sponsors of our broadcast tonight. We've got a player of the game sponsor, one of my favorite places to eat in Muskingum County, Lock 9 Pizza in Duncan Falls. They are the sponsor for our player of the game. We will have a Lock 9 Pizza player of the game for each team tonight. So one from John Glenn, one from Maysville. We'll also have a power lineman of the game, sponsored by Guernsey Muskingum Electric Co-op. So one lineman, sometimes his linemen don't get much love on the broadcast. We'll give them some love tonight. We'll have a power lineman of the game. And again, all those sponsors we certainly appreciate. We've got some new ones this year. We've also picked up some of our old folks that are back again. Keys for these games, high school football is about turnovers usually and penalties, so whoever can make the least amount of mistakes is probably going to come away with the victory. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll take a look at both teams that are playing tonight, John Glenn and Maysville. Maysville with a new coach on the sideline, so we'll talk about the changes that both teams are experiencing as they get ready to kick off week 1 on high school football as we present it to you from AVC Sports.
If you're having any problems with your heating system, you want someone who will be there right away to help. This is Russ Abels. At Abels, we provide emergency service for any brand of heating cooling system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We promise to get you up and running quickly and professionally. And if you ever need a replacement, we'll help you save energy and money with a new high-efficiency system. And we will do a flawless installation. If you need help with your heating, call Abels.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
Get back to school ready with amazing savings at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan. Browse Dutro's great selection of new vehicles at its downtown Zanesville location or shop online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com. Back to school savings going on now at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge. 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville. NASH Icon.
Dave Hilliard back here at Southtown, the Maysville Athletic Complex. We've got John Glenn taking on the Maysville Panthers tonight. My sidekick tonight, Zach Chrisman. Zach stressed a little bit, got behind some traffic, an accident. He did make it in time, so
I made it.
Zach made it, and it's, you know, when you travel in this area, you got to expect accidents. It seems like there's one every day.
It's every day, yeah.
Yeah, it just is going to happen. Now, tonight, we've got the Panthers facing the Muskies. Tonight, also on AVC Sports, Fort Fry's at Barnesville. That's on WBNV and also on YRPtv. Barnesville has a 36-game regular season winning streak. That's second in the state.
Man.
Indian Creek is at Cambridge. That's on WILE. And Cambridge, unfortunately, has lost 21 straight games. They're looking to get off the schneid tonight. Buckeye Trail is at Caldwell. Caldwell opens a brand new stadium tonight as they entertain Buckeye Trail and the Warriors. That game on KC 105 and also YRPtv. Other games in the area tonight: Zanesville at Johnstown, Licking Valley at Sheridan, Monroe Central at Liberty Union, Philo at Heath, Garaway at Riverview, Rosecrans at Beechwood, Shenandoah at Edison, Crooksville at Newcomerstown, Morgan at Marietta, Coshocton at Ridgewood, Fairfield Union at New Lex, and West End. They beat Lakewood last night 42-0. Our sponsors, again, we certainly appreciate all of our sponsors that have jumped in on our broadcast this year. These two teams, Zach, John Glenn coming in off a 5-5 season, a little bit disappointing for them as they started off 3-1.
Right.
Maysville back-to-back 4-6 seasons, but little reason for some change, some optimism. Brand new coach here, and I shouldn't say it's brand new. Chase Bowman started off his coaching career here at Maysville, left, took the job at Morgan. He's back, and so those are the couple of the changes that are going on, and interesting to see what's going to happen here tonight between these two teams.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime there's a regime change, you know, in the coaching staff, you're going to have a little bit of differences, a little bit of playbook changes, stuff like that. I'm excited to see how Maysville comes out here tonight and get started with the brand new season. I mean, it's first week of the year, Friday night football. I mean, is there anything better than that? I mean, I'm excited to see. I think these guys are both teams are going to come out and really look to smack each other in the mouth early on, and the war is going to be one in the trenches, as they always say. It's almost cliche.
Well, last night, the season kicked off in the area. A couple games. I did the one over at Meadowbrook. Yes. These two teams started playing each other in 1962. John Glenn leads the the overall series 46-17. John Glenn, they've won last 8 of 9 meetings. Last Maysville win was in 2022 in New Concord. Now, 2 years ago, Mike Snively and I were here for the John Glenn Maysville game. Maysville physically pretty much handled the entire game, but they didn't count on Will Nikolazakis kicking a 41-yard field goal at the Horn.
Of Will.
We're getting ready for the national anthem. The national anthem, and it's playing and viewing on our video, is brought to you by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. Again, the national anthem playing and our video presentation of that brought to you by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. And again, we certainly appreciate a new sponsor there, Southeastern Ohio Credit Union, jumping on. And usually we have not broadcast the playing of the national anthem because it's a little bit hard sometimes to get it on film or get a good good microphone to hear it. But thanks to our sponsor, we're going to be carrying that all season long. Now, as I was mentioning, right before the national anthem, Will Nikolazakis 2 years ago in a 7-all game kicked a 41-yard field goal on the very last play of the game. It hit the crossbar and bounced over, and that's how John Glenn came away with a 10-7 win. It was an exciting game, and I really thought Maysville had controlled most of that game. Now, last year, the two teams played in week 1, and it was at John Glenn, and boy, John Glenn just basically took them to the woodshed last year, and really a shocker to me because I thought Maysville the year before really physical and hung in the game. John Glenn 42-0 last year. So Chase Bowman though takes over. He started his career coaching here, went back home for him to McConnellsville, to Morgan. Did a really nice job in resurrecting a Morgan program, really, that had been long-suffering. Chase did a good job down there, and it's his first year, and he actually worked for the man he replaced, Craig Clark, here at Maysville. Over on the other side, Matt Edwards, he's standing over there with that flat-billed hat. That's one of the things you just notice about Coach Edwards.
Quintessential him.
Yes. He is in his 11th season at John Glenn, 60-48 overall. He's trying to replace some key pieces on his team. Ryder Rock, Andrew Glob, Lincoln Gilcher, Will Nikolazakis, and offensive and defensive lineman Rock Zemba all graduate from that team. Now, fortunately, he's got some returners. Owen Edwards is his son and the quarterback. Reese Metzger in the backfield, and Ryder Pennington, an excellent receiver. They've only got 7 seniors on the roster, though, Zach, so you worry when you have a small senior class about having to play a bunch of young guys.
Exactly. I mean, a young team like that, you're more prone to mistakes. You're more prone to getting to really feeling that pressure when you get into some of these pressure-filled moments in the game. This is week 1, like I said earlier, Dave. Anything could happen tonight. This is where you start your campaign, and anything could happen. And that's one of those things, like you said. When you have the senior-laden team like that, you can lean on the experience. Flipping over, to John Glenn now. Like you said, I wouldn't call him inexperienced, but a little bit.
Right. On the Maysville side, Chase Bowman, his first year back as the head coach, he spent 6 seasons at Morgan. Overall 18-41. I think that's a little deceiving because they were not very good when he got there, and he really brought that program along. Key losses for him, and you usually don't talk about a kicker being a key loss, but
boy was it.
Matthew Harper was an outstanding kicker here at Maysville. Really had a great leg, and it's taken him to Walsh College to play football along with 4 of the guys from Tri-Valley.
Wow, look at that.
Walsh kind of hit the jackpot down here in Muskingum County. Another loss for them, Noah Jarju, he was a ball of energy on the defensive line for Maysville. And another loss, even though he's standing watching tonight, Gator Nichols came out, played football last year, did some really nice things for Maysville. He was a good returner, very athletic, but we all know Gator Nichols led his team to the state championship, and he's back on the golf course playing for the golf team. And as a matter of fact, he's pretty good at that too.
Imagine that. He's just a natural athlete.
Just a natural athlete. So Gator chose to go back to the golf course, didn't want to take that wear and tear on his body. And I can't say that I blame him because he's got sights on another state championship. And speaking of that, if you've got the video tonight, you can go back to the very beginning of it anytime that you'd like. We did get the ring ceremony where the team was receiving their state championship rings during the pregame. So nice thing that we were able to do. And thanks to my main guys here with me tonight, Mike Mitchell, Dalton, my man, he is running the show tonight, and we appreciate them. They were here early, making sure we got set up so we could catch that ring ceremony. So good for us, good for them. We certainly appreciate their work as we get ready here for week 1 for these two teams. As I mentioned last night, a couple games were played. I was at Tri-Valley, I was at Byesville for Tri-Valley Meadowbrook. I got to say it that way. Tri-Valley, it looked like Tri-Valley was going to run away and hide. It was 21-0. But all of a sudden, Meadowbrook runs a trick play the last play of the first half. They score It's 21-7. They score on the first possession of the third quarter. They score again. All of a sudden, we've got a game. It's 21-all. Then Tri-Valley gets their run. They score 3 touchdowns in a row. And again, won comfortably 48-28 in that one last night. Good football game, though, and it was interesting to see all of it. It was just one of those where Tri-Valley's a little bit young.
Sure.
And Meadowbrook a little young in some of those skill positions too, but they really battled. And that brings me to, it's week 1, so we got to talk about Maysville in the small school. Who are the favorites in each one of the divisions? That's what we need to talk about now.
Sure, for sure. I see both of these teams being, I wouldn't say head and shoulders favorites above everybody else, but as far as the small school division is concerned, Maysville is definitely a contender to make a run this year and really take that conference by storm for sure.
I would think in the small school, West M, who played last night and won convincingly, they lost some key pieces, but they've got a really good thing going on over there at West M. Coach Brownrigg doing a really good job with the entire program. Think back just a few years ago, West Muskingum lost 40 straight games, so it can be done.
Which is crazy to me. I mean, we were just talking about Cambridge earlier. They're on their 0-22 streak right now. I mean, I can't imagine the 0-40. Yeah, that's a rough day at the office for sure.
Yeah,
rough couple years, I guess I should say.
Coach Brownrigg doing a really nice job over there at West M. In the big school division, you've got to look at, it's usually the big guys, the big bullies. Tri-Valley Sheridan. Tri-Valley last night, they played well. They also had a couple spurts in the game where they did not play well, and I think that's due to just some youth experience and some young, people on both sides of the football. I'm anxious to see what Sheridan does. Sheridan probably has the most experience coming back in the big school division.
Well, you also have to take into account Tri-Valley with the passing of their coach. There's a lot of emotion going on. There's a lot of things going on, and to see them rally behind their crew and their people, and to come out there week 1 and handle business the way they did, I thought was very impressive.
That was a tough one for them. We are nearing a kickoff. We've got a minute left on the pregame clock. Maysville decked out black pants, blue jerseys tonight. Kind of like the combination. Looks really good. White helmet. So they got the tricolor thing going on.
Like it.
Now, on the other side of the field, John Glenn basically entirely in white. White pants, white jersey, maroon trim. White helmet with the maroon stripe on it. So John Glenn looking a little Penn State-ish over there.
Very much so, yes. Yeah, a little bit of the white storm going on over there, and you'll be able to tell the success of John Glenn's their idea of how they're going to go about this game tonight if Owen Edwards comes out of this thing with a clean jersey. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Owen Edwards, he had a nice season last year. He's going to be back running the show again. Now he's a senior. 5'9", 165, not the biggest fellow in the world, but he gets it done back there. He throws the ball well, runs the ball hard as well. And you know what you're going to see out of Coach Edwards. He likes to run the football, and you're going to use that pass basically as another weapon as well. But they try to get good balance. That's one thing. I got to interview Coach Edwards last year prior to the season, and that's one of the things he would like to do is be balanced on offense. Now Maysville, used to the wing T under Craig Clark, a little bit of a difference. I think we're going to see a spread offense now out of Coach Bowman here. That's what he liked to do down at Morgan. Now, Maysville going to kick it off here. John Glenn will get the ball to start the second half. Maysville, and that's one of those things I was talking about, that, the kicker graduating is a pretty big deal, so who's going to take over?
I was curious about that myself. I looked down on the field. I said, it's not too often you see a kicker with gloves on, but he's probably playing multiple other positions.
Well, Carson Larimer is going to get this game underway as he lays the ball down. No tee. Lays it right on the 40-yard line, and he's going to get things underway. This opening kickoff brought to you by Valentine Insurance, and we are underway at Southtown, and it's caught in a line drive right at the 30-yard line. Number 21 for John Glenn.
It's Landry
right on
Lovejoy.
top of that. He's all over that one, and he makes the catch, falls directly to the ground. Number 21, Jensen Perry, on that reception. He hits the ground at the 30, so that's where John Glenn is going to start possession of the football, and their first possession of 2025 for the Muskies.
You had the 21 on the wrong team there. Yeah, you're right. That's Jensen Perry.
You were looking at the Maysville, right?
Yeah, I was.
All right. It's week 1.
I know.
You got to work out the kinks.
Pre-game jitters for myself as well.
You got to work out the kinks. Owen Edwards in that shotgun. Metzger behind him. He's going to fake it to Metzger. He throws it out into the flat for Pennington. Pennington turns upfield and gets it to the 35-yard line, or 34. We're going to call it the 34. So a pickup of 4. Ryder Pennington, one of those people that I believe Edwards is going to be relying on to catch the football. Also looking at Reese Metzger in the backfield. On the line, I've got another Zemba. The Zembas have the best names. Rowdy Zemba.
Rowdy.
He is now a member of the all-name team, Rowdy Zemba.
I like it, yeah.
I like that. He's on the roster. This time Edwards is going to keep it, carrying it like a loaf of bread. He bounces outside to his left, and he's going to be swung down to the ground after a very short gain.
Looked like a little RPO action, maybe, I don't want to say gone wrong, but he pulled it out of the running back's stomach there, and wasn't quite there for him to break off. The defensive end kind of saw it coming the whole way.
Edwards did pick up 1 on that play, carrying the ball kind of loose, so that's something we need to maybe look at in case he gets hit. You don't want to be putting the football on the ground. This time Edwards has 4 receivers, 2 to each side, 1 person in the backfield with him. He rolls to his left. He throws it downfield. It goes through the receiver's hands, and it's caught on a diving interception at the 45-yard line. Outstanding play. And I think that was number 4. Or it was 23. Okay, Gavin Duncan.
Yeah.
He made an outstanding diving interception. What a great play there by Gavin Duncan.
Somebody send that clip to ESPN. A little da-na-na.
That was a top 10 highlight one for sure. A really great play. I thought just went through the hands, was going to fall out of bounds, but he makes the play on the football. Maysville going to take over on the John Glenn 47-yard line. See if they can convert the turnover.
And boy, look at some of these offensive linemen for Maysville, Dave.
Maysville has some size up front. And Cade Rock, the quarterback, he is not a small young man either. He has good size on him. He's going to hand the ball off straight ahead, bounce toward the left side in the hole. Handed that off to Cohen Llewellyn. And Llewellyn able to pick up about 3 yards down to the 44-yard line. Llewellyn, one of those basketball players, experienced a lot of success in the last couple years, and it's as is Cade Rock, the quarterback. You like guys that know how to win no matter what that sport is, and they got a couple of them in the backfield. Rock, experience, had a good, pretty decent year as a first-year signal caller. He's going to hand it off again to Llewellyn. Llewellyn left side sweep, gets across the 40, and inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line, close to first down yardage.
When John Glenn really almost strung that play all the way out to the left sideline here, coming towards us in the press box. But credit Llewellyn there for making somebody miss and getting there and making some positive yards out of it.
And they're moving the chains forward. That is a first down, a Bicon Services first down for the Maysville Panthers. Our first down sponsored by Bicon Services. We certainly appreciate them sponsoring our first down coverage in these football games. First down, Rock in the shotgun. He's got Llewellyn in the background with him. 2 receivers to his right. Step back, fires out on the left flat through the hands of his receiver. He was looking for number 5, Keaton Bryan, excuse me. And just a little bit too high, went through the hands, incomplete. So it's going to bring up a second down from the 37-yard line. Early here in the game, 9:38 to play in this first quarter. John Glenn had the ball first, but third down play ended up being a fantastic diving interception by Gavin Duncan. Rock puts a man in motion. He's going to flip it to Landon Iden. Iden trying to right side. He cuts it back up, but a good defensive play, and that was number 12 over there for John Glenn.
Looked like we had a little bit of a missed block there on that end around there coming out of the slot. Looked like somebody didn't quite close off the edge there, and that's going to end up in a pretty much next to nothing.
Thought that was number 12, Connor Shoemaker, that turned that back inside. It was. It's number 12. He does a good job of just sealing the end and not letting the ball carrier get the corner. Rock now going to find, he fired it right down the seam, and he had Landon Iden open and just off of Iden's hands. Another really well-thrown ball by Cade Rock, and that's going to bring up fourth down from, we're going to call that the 36-yard line.
you hate to see that. I mean, that was a perfectly placed ball, just, right off the hands. Like we said earlier, it's week 1. We're still trying to get the jitters out of here, but that was a great play call. He was wide open.
Now, if they still had Mr. Harper, this might be a field goal attempt because they've let him kick him over 50 yards. But 4th down, let's roll the dice early. Coach Bowman likes having Rock with the ball in his hand. He's going to roll to his left.
Good block.
Evaded it, and he's going to he did get across the line of scrimmage. He wanted to throw the football, but is going to be brought down short of that 1st down at the 31-yard line. So they're going to turn the ball over on downs. He needed to get inside the 30 and didn't get it done. So each team has had it, and each team has basically turned the football over. Interception for John Glenn, and then on downs there for the Panthers.
But in theory, if you're Coach Bowman, you don't want to see your quarterback throwing it willy-nilly, gunslinging it around. I mean, he didn't have anybody open. He rolled out to his left, going crossbody. He didn't have anything, so you might as well fall down on it. We'll try it again next time.
That's a tough throw for
sure.
Right-hander moving to his left. We saw Meadowbrook quarterback do that really well last night. It was impressive. His first start out there, and he was throwing the ball across his body and was very accurate with it. John Glenn now with their second possession of the game, going to hand it to Metzger, and he is very elusive in the hole.
Shifty.
And he makes a couple of moves, shakes and bakes, and gets a couple of yards out of it as he gets up to the 33. That's one thing I noticed when I saw John Glenn last year when Metzger got the opportunities. Of course, he was playing mainly behind Gilcher in that offense, but when he got the opportunities, he had the speed, the quickness. He could make those moves. He's very elusive.
It's kind of a little bit of thunder and lightning last year with the two of them.
Yes, it was. Edwards back in that shotgun. 4 receiver set, 2 to each side of the formation. He's going to run a little counter. Try to run a counter back there to Metzger, but he is met in the hole.
Luke Roberts, ate that play up from the get-go.
Boy, what a great play there. Roberts, as we talked about on the John Glenn side, that Shoemaker had a nice play turn, and he's right there to turn that back inside. Metzger lost his footing a little bit, fell to the ground, and that's a 4-yard loss back to the 29-yard line.
I'm telling you, this Maysville defensive line, they're nothing to be messed with.
3rd down and long, 3rd and over 10. Edwards going to throw it down the left side. He's looking for Pennington. Pennington goes up. Little hand fighting, good coverage. And I thought they were acting like there was a penalty flag.
That's what I was waiting for as well.
But I didn't see one. It was just hand fighting on the coverage over there. They are having a conversation, 2 officials on this side of the field. And it's the
sideline warning.
I hate that penalty more than anything in high school football. The sideline warning, it's not even worth throwing it on the ground.
Right.
But somebody has to do it. They didn't do it last night, so that crew last night, I'm going to give them
props. You noticed that one, huh?
Didn't get called last night, but they had to do it here, and we're going to be in a punt formation for John Glenn. Back in punt formation, number 21.
Jensen Perry.
Jensen Perry, sophomore, going to handle the punting duties. He's got it. Puts his foot into it. Good kick. It's going to be fair caught at the 38-yard line of Maysville. Back there, Iden on the catch. And Maysville will take over their second possession of the game. It's 7:15 to play here in the first quarter. No score between John Glenn and Maysville. So far, offenses haven't got much done here, Zach.
No, it's kind of been a little bit of 1 step forward, 2 steps backward kind of thing. Get a first down, have a penalty, do whatever. But at the same time, like we said, and I hate to be a broken record, but week 1, you're still trying to iron out all the creases here, and things are going to get rough before they get better for sure tonight.
Well, usually a running game is a quarterback's best friend.
For sure.
And Iden goes in motion, but Rock's going to keep it right up the field across the 40. Falls down on the 45-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 6 yards.
Yeah, the last time they ran that jet sweep, it got kind of stifled there right at the line of scrimmage there. They fake it. As Iden comes around in motion, Cade Rock comes right up through the middle. Nice gain of 5-6 yards.
And if I could, I would run behind Colton Dumolt as much as I could.
Yes,
the senior,
I would.
6'6", 350. He anchors that left side of the offensive line for the Maysville Panthers. 2nd down now and 4 from the 45-yard line. This time it's a handoff to Llewellyn. Llewellyn kind of slipped and fell running into one of his own men that was trying to block for him. He did gain 1 to the 46. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 here for the Panthers, right at the 46-yard line. Clock moving now, 6:35 to play in the first quarter.
Boy, it seemed like they blew that play dead real quick. Well, hadn't even gone down yet.
He slipped, and he didn't have good footing there. So a little bit different formation now.
Okay, a little pistol.
And he's going to hand it off deep, and Llewellyn this time gets a gap to run through and runs across midfield all the way down to the 46-yard line of John Glenn. That is a Bicon Services first down for the Maysville Panthers.
Yeah, great run by Llewellyn. I mean, no hesitation, really powered through the hole there, made his decision. Nice cut there to get the first down. Great run.
8 yards for Cohen now it's a first down in the John Glenn side of the field. Maysville, it's their second possession of the game. John Glenn's had it twice. We've got no score. Got a man in motion, Carson Larimer. Rock wanted to throw it, now runs to his right, and he's got a man out on the right flat, but he threw it just a little bit too high, looking for Larimer. Larimer went in motion to that side, but just a little bit too high, incomplete pass on first down.
Yeah, they brought Larimer over on that motion, and he kind of did a little chip block and kind of went out on a little flare route. He was wide open, just a little bit too much pressure in the quarterback's face, just kind of overflew it just a little bit.
Rock, good size. Cade Rock back there as a quarterback. He's 6'4". Defensive player and rebounder extraordinaire for the basketball team. And as a football player, he ran the show as a quarterback last year. Had a pretty good year. They ended up 4-6. Rock, straight back, going to look to pass it. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's running to his right. He's got some room. He's directing traffic, and he's going to try to put his head down and get a few yards, and he does. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Picked up about 5 yards.
Way to turn nothing into something there, but Maysville's lucky. They got away with a holding call there on Spencer Kowalowski, the right guard. He was very much holding.
Okay.
Very much engaged.
Third down and 5, and probably say they're going to get 2 chances to pick up this 3rd and 5. If they don't get it here, they will more than likely go for it on 4th down. Cade Rock in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his left, squares his shoulders, throws the ball down the field. He's got a man, and it's almost a great catch by Iden, but also a defensive play there, number 3 for John Glenn. Reed Howard flashes in front, made that catch a little bit more difficult, and it does fall incomplete.
I got to say, Dave, I know it's easy to armchair quarterback from up here, but, I mean, he had Keaton Bryan wide open on that comeback route. And I know you're rolling out, you may not see everything, but wide open, and then chose to throw into double coverage.
Iden almost made a spectacular grab, but knocked away kind of at the last second. 4th and 5, and Coach Bowman, he's showing us he's a riverboat gambler. He likes to take a chance. And again, there's lots of reasons for this. You know, you can get into all the analytics and all that other good stuff, which I hate talking about. But we're going to try to get it on 4th down. Rock rolling to his left. He's in trouble, and he's going to be brought down all the way back at midfield. He is sacked by number 79 and number 56. 79 is Braden Knowlton.
Carter Cochran.
And Carter 56. Cochran, unrelenting pursuit. They chased Rock all the way back across midfield. And now John Glenn takes possession in Maysville territory, as that was a loss from the 41 all the way back to the 49, a 10-yard loss.
Well, like I said on their last drive when they tried to convert on 4th and 5, you know, you like to see your quarterback not just throwing it up there or whatever, but at some point, you know, you do kind of have to give your guys an opportunity.
He probably needed to get rid of that one.
Even just throw it out of bounds, something, you know. But
John Glenn with great field position. They start from the Maysville 49. They're going to hand it to Metzger. He's going to try the left side. He's got it. And he's going to make about 8-9 yards before he's knocked out of bounds.
What a stiff arm.
Good hard run from Metzger. He's going to be marked out at the 40. So 9 yards on 1st down, and that is what you like on offense. 2nd and short brings a lot of options to you as an offense.
For sure. The whole playbook's open to you on this play call.
4:58 to go, just under the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. No score yet from Southtown and the Maysville Athletic Complex. Snap back to Edwards. He's going to hand it to Metzger again. Metzger finds his way forward for a couple yards, and that's going to be the first down of the game for John Glenn. It's a Bicon Services first down for the John Glenn Muskies. It's down at the 38-yard line. Picked up 2, only needed 1 to get that first down, Zach.
Yeah, and if this is how it's going to go, I mean, there are way worse options to lean on than the Metzger. I mean, great running back. If you can lean on him to take you to the end zone on this drive, I mean, that's exactly what you got to do.
Well, Metzger has shown flashes where he's really got the moves. He's got the quickness. Owen Edwards, though, he's going to have to be able to connect on passes as well. And it's 1st and 10 now, and he's going to fake the handoff, throws it off into the left flat. Got a man, but he's going to be brought down immediately. Good defensive coverage by Maysville. And that was number 2 on the catch, Colton Gress. He makes the catch and brought down immediately by the Maysville defender. So 2nd and 10.
Well, and right before that play call, you could see the secondary moving up. They're really not worried about them, going over the top on the defense here. And that little bubble screen just proves the defense right. We're going to move everything in, try to beat us. We're going to stack the box.
Well, if he does, Ryder Pennington has had a pretty good career as a receiver for John Glenn. Going to try it, Metzger again to the right side. And different running back, he gets it all the way down across the 30-yard line.
Dominic Bates
gets a carry, and he picks up enough yards for the first down. He gets it all the way to the 28. I thought that was Metzger again, but it was Bates. Bates with a nice run, and he picks up another Bicon Services first down for the John Glenn Muskies.
Yeah, great blocking by the O-line there on that little off-tackle sweep, and just plenty of room for Bates to run there. Great run.
1st and 10, 3:04 to play in this first quarter. John Glenn lines up inside the 30-yard line, and now Metzger back at it to the left side. He's got the corner, turns it upfield, 20, 15, 10, 5. Now, I would say it's a touchdown, but I see a yellow hanky on the field, and there was a hold right on the corner of that where he got the corner, and that's going to come back.
That was wide receiver Colton Gress. I saw the Maysville guy, trying to, hey, look at me, I'm getting held. And it's sure enough, as soon as the ball carrier went around him, the flag fell to the ground.
Penalty flag is going to bring back what was a huge run from Metzger. And that's going to back him up. They had it inside the 30 at the 28. And this is probably going to go back to the 38-yard line. And that's a tough one for an offense that struggled so far. Right. Now you've got 1st down and 20, where you almost took it to the house. Now, again, he probably got the corner because of the hold. Yeah. So that's against the agreed-upon rules.
Right. And it's just one of those things, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. We get something, we break a big yardage play here, and, shoot ourselves in the foot.
1st and 20 now from the 38-yard line. Late substitution there for John Glenn. They like this formation, 2 receivers on each side. Owen straight back, looking to throw it, going to throw a screen.
Nice.
And they do it. It's got plenty of room. Gets across the 30 to the 25. Still being pushed ahead by his teammates down to the 20-yard line on a little screen play. And, boy, big yardage there.
Yeah, really caught the Maysville defense on their heels there. Kind of caught them sleeping there, but it looked like what would be like a tight end middle screen kind of deal.
Connor Shoemaker got the reception and took it all the way to the 20-yard line, a pickup of 18. So now all of a sudden they erase the penalty yardage. Now it's 2nd and 2 from the 20-yard line. Almost to the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. No score. John Glenn and Maysville from Southtown. Play clock winding down. It's down to 5 seconds. They're going to have to hustle to get this play off. Edwards under center. And they end up calling the timeout. Coach Edwards calls the timeout. Last night, we struggled all night, Zach. The play clocks were gone.
Uh-oh. What are we supposed to do with that?
It was very confusing because at Meadowbrook, they have always been very prominent in the corners of the end zone.
They're huge.
They were gone.
Yeah.
And don't know if there was a problem, functionality, or what was going on. We can see the play clock here very plainly at one end zone. On the other end zone, it's on the actual scoreboard.
I love that for us,
I do too, and I'm sure the quarterbacks enjoy that because last night you really had no clue.
Sure.
Until you see the back judge put their hand up And that's when you're getting down.
Like, snap, go. Yeah. Yeah, that does not sound like it would be a fun night to play football without a play clock.
Yeah, so John Glenn takes their first timeout to avoid a 5-yard penalty. Let's talk about the weather, Zach.
Yes.
Man, unreal for the first Friday night. I mean, it's normally hot and humid. It's a perfect night for football. Here's the other one. The first 2 weeks of the season, you get those thunderstorms that roll in because of all the humidity. But, boy, what a beautiful night. And it's a great setting here at the Maysville Athletic Complex.
Picturesque, for sure.
John Glenn now 2nd down and 2 from the 20-yard line of Maysville. Going to hand it off. Metzger trying to find his way. He falls forward for a gain of about 1, but that's not going to be enough to pick up the first down. Going to be 3rd down and 1 from the 19.
Yeah, not a big gainer on that play, but still something that, we talk about working it in and winning in the trenches. Those are little plays, where you're going to get everybody tired. That in the fourth quarter, that play may go for 8, 10, 12, maybe even a touchdown,
Well, we'll see what happens here. Again, we were talking about Harper graduating for Maysville, great kicker. Will Nikolazakis, great kicker for John Glenn. He graduated as well. Going to fake. They do hand it. Metzger shakes and bakes to the outside. He gets the corner and is knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 10-yard line. Metzger takes it to that left side and finds some space and picks up a very important first down. Another Bicon Services first down for the John Glenn Muskies.
Yeah, Reese Metzger there doing his best Christian McCaffrey impersonation. Nice little juke out to left, made a main miss, and got the first down.
9th play of the drive coming up for John Glenn. They started right about midfield on the Maysville 49-yard line, but they've taken it down, running the football very successfully. Passing, they haven't really picked up much here. They've been, almost immediately tackled on those completions, so it's been all on the ground. Edwards this time going to throw for it. He's throwing it to the corner of the end zone looking for Pennington. Pennington comes down with it. Unfortunately, he is 5 yards out of the end zone.
Just a little bit out.
Incompletion on first down.
Honestly, though, I want to come down with it instead of letting the DB come. I don't care if I'm out of bounds. I'm going up for it,
I'll be anxious to see if they cannot get the first down, if Coach Edwards has confidence in a brand-new kicker, or he's going to go for it, much like Coach Bowman was doing for Maysville. 2nd down and 10 from the Maysville 11-yard line. Less than a minute to play, 54 seconds left in this first quarter. Edwards under center. He's going to hand it off. Metzger tries the right side, cuts back, gets across the 5-yard line. He's finally brought down at the 3-yard line. A good, hard inside run by Metzger.
Yeah, and Metzger, nice run there, brought down by one of the big boys here from Maysville. That is Jacob Tumblin.
Pickup of 7.
Yes.
And now
a hard 7 yards.
A hard 7 yards. You're exactly right, Zach. 3rd down and 3. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown, which is important. We've got 20 seconds left, 10 seconds on the play clock, so we're going to have at least this play in this quarter. We'll see if John Glenn can get it on the scoreboard. Sends his man in motion to the right side. They flip it out to Metzger, and he's going to be brought down for a loss.
Immediately.
Back at the 5-yard line. Tried to run behind that motion man, and that's going to run out time in the first quarter. We've got no score here at the Maysville Athletic Complex. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
Need help finding a job or recruiting reliable workers? Action Total Staffing is your trusted local staffing partner. We work hard to connect skilled candidates with employers across southeastern Ohio. Action Total Staffing provides industrial, administrative, temp to hire, direct hire, and seasonal staffing solutions. Since 1994, our staff has offered personalized screenings and in-person interviews to match top talent with great opportunities. Visit our Zanesville location to launch your next chapter with Action Total Staffing.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
high school football.
From AVC Sports
And WYLE Cambridge. 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville. NASH Icon.
Second quarter ready to get underway here at Southtown at the Maysville Athletic Complex. John Glenn facing a 4th down on the Maysville 5-yard line. And nobody's coming out to kick, Zach, so they're going to go for it here. They can get the first down without a touchdown at the 1. They need 4 for the first down. They're going to need 5 for the touchdown. Maysville hoping to get a stand. John Glenn hoping to get on the board to start things off here in the second quarter.
Little pistol action here.
And same formation we've seen out of John Glenn a lot. And one of the things John Glenn likes to do, they go on the clap, they will clap and not snap it, trying to draw the team off. That's something Coach Edwards' teams have been very good at over the years, but they're going to get it. And Owen Edwards, he tried to fake the handoff and then in basically a bootleg action turned back to his left, but Maysville was having none of it, so they're going to turn it over on downs yet again. We've had 5 possessions in this football game, Zach, and 3 of them have ended up turning the ball over on downs.
Well, I can't let this go. I mean, Jace Daniels on that play. I mean, talk about being cerebral. I mean, was not faked by anything. He knew that ball was coming out. Great play by Daniels on that to really stop that play and stop the drive altogether. I mean, just awesome stuff.
Maysville going to take over on their own 9. They actually lost 4 on the play, trying to run that little bootleg action, and Maysville was going to have nothing. Cade Rock now looking into the sun as they're going to move left to right across your radio dial and across your screen on the video. And they're going to hand it, and that was Llewellyn trying to find some room on the left side, and really not much there. I think he might have got a yard. They're going to mark him at the 10.
Yeah, the John Glenn defense really strung that out. That's a lot of running to get 1 yard off of the sweep play.
2nd and 9 for the Panthers. So far, I mean, out of those possessions, we've had an interception. We've had looked like we were going to have a punt, but we did not.
Looked like it.
We did have 1 punt. I will take that back. Rock gets the snap. Now he's going to keep it. He's going to run with it, using his legs, getting to his right. Now he throws it back across his body. He finds Iden, and there's Iden running down the field. He gets the ball almost taken from him, but he keeps running and moving his feet. He gets to the 40-yard line.
Talk about a broken play. I mean, I thought that ball was going to get thrown out of bounds, and there's Iden. One-handed catch, brings it into the body, almost gets it stripped.
He almost got stripped as he started to break through a little crease at the 30-yard line. And I see people walking backwards because there is a yellow hanky on the field. And I believe that is, illegal man downfield. That makes sense because it looked like Rock was going to run the football.
I thought he was.
And I believe his lineman thought he was going to run the football.
Right.
So, tough penalty on a big play, though.
So bad field position gets even worse. Yeah. Oh, man, it just pushed right up against your own end zone.
So now they're going to go half the distance. So this is going to be marked right at the 4-yard line, it looks like. So now 2nd down. They've got to get all the way out to the 19. So looking like 2nd down and about 15 for Maysville. Rock goes to his right again, putting his head down, and is going to pick up some positive yardage. He gets out to the 9, and a really hard hit there coming in across there, number 70, Kean Barton.
Man.
Boy, he laid the lumber right there.
That hurt me, and I'm up here at the press box. Ouch.
He makes a really hard tackle. Rock went to the ground pretty hard, and I'm sure Dave Brown watching this is thinking, don't hurt Cade Rock.
Please don't. I need him.
Quit making him run the football. Yeah. We need him in the wintertime. 3rd down and 10. Rock straight back. They're going to run a screen and get it to Llewellyn. Llewellyn across the 10-yard line, but a defensive play. Man. Number 2, Colton Gress coming up and bringing down Llewellyn. And that was, he's going to get that unless he makes the tackle. And just an outstanding defensive play by Colton Gress Jr. coming up and making a great open field tackle. He's down at the 14.
Hey, Dave, we're going to see a punt
We're
here.
going to see a punt. We're going to see a punt. Maysville back in punt formation. I don't think this is a fourth down anybody goes for. So
I wouldn't.
Back in punt formation. We've got number 2 back there. That's
got Iden.
Landon Iden. And
uh-oh.
He's going to do the rugby kick.
No.
And boy,
oh, man.
And a flag comes in, but.
Are we going to get roughing the kicker?
I thought he got a piece of the ball, but we're going to see what happens because it looked like he got a piece of it, and if he gets a piece of the ball, the kicker's fair game.
Right. Yeah, I'm anxious to see how they call this.
I will be anxious to see what they call here. It looked like it was tipped.
Running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker.
Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that one, Dave.
I thought he got a piece of it. If you see the way that ball is.
That's what I thought too, yeah.
Because he tried like the rugby style kick, but it did look like it was at least partially blocked.
Huh.
All right, now they are a yard short now. It's 4th and 1 from the 19.
That's not something you see every day.
And I think Coach Edwards is having a discussion over there because he wants to know the exact thing that the officials saw.
Right.
It looked to me like he did catch a piece of it, but maybe it was just his foot that he got. We're not sure.
I mean, I thought he got ball first. I mean, hands were up. They were up tight here. I don't know. That's a strange call.
So it looks like it's 4th and 1, but it's going to be measured. And I still think they're going to be short, even if it's.
I do too. About a half a yard.
I think it's still going to be 4th down, and it. Oh, they moved it back.
Oh, wow. What? What is going on?
All right, he says it's 4th down. He says it's very close, but it is 4th down. Now, my cameraman, Mike Mitchell, says it's 2 inches short. So we'll see what Coach Bowman's going to do here now at a 4th and a couple of inches.
I mean, I would think backed up this far you would still punt, but I don't know.
I've got Colton Dumoult over there at left tackle. I've got a 6'4" quarterback.
Right.
Over on the right,
you got Jacob Tumblin, who's 6'3", 340.
I mean, I'm not
afraid to run behind him either.
And they've got a 6'3", 295, a 6'6", 350, all listed as linemen. I would think you could get 2 inches, and Coach Edwards is not happy. He is having a discussion.
I kind of don't blame him. I'd be a little irate myself. I really think that was clean.
And Coach, and he is, I've got the binoculars on him right now, and he is saying one of you guys made the motion that it was tipped. He's saying, he's pointing to the officials over here on the far sideline that, hey, you were saying it was tipped. So Coach Edwards wants to know why, if the ball was tipped on the punt, there was a penalty called, and he is not happy about it.
I don't blame him.
And, when I saw it live, I thought he partially blocked it because I thought he waited way too long to hold on to it. We've got a scoreboard update here from Surgeon Construction. The Caldwell Redskins opening their new stadium. They lead the Caldwell Redskins. I got to get this right. Lead the Buckeye Trail Warriors. I got Redskins and Warriors. It's 6-0 with 12 minutes to go in the second quarter.
I can't wait to go down and check out their new field. I'm really excited to see it.
Well,
It looks beautiful.
I'm sure all the people that run camera for us are excited because you no longer get that view behind the support at the fairgrounds in Caldwell. 4th down, Maysville lining up. They're going to go for it. And Rock is somewhere in there, and he's going to get the first down. And I am sure Coach Edwards still not very happy over there on the John Glenn sideline. That's a Maysville first down, a Bicon Services first down. Man, Dalton was trying to give me another score update here. Ooh, and of course, Barnesville, they just keep rolling. They lead Fort Fry 14-0.
Man.
And that's in the second quarter. And that is another Surgeon Construction scoreboard update. First down now for Maysville, and it's a handoff. And dancing in the hole and firing his way forward for a couple yards. That looks like Llewellyn back there, and it is.
John Glenn was not fooled by that one bit. You bring the extra blockers into the H-back and the tight end in the backfield there, but still no room for Llewellyn to go.
He did manage to pick up a couple yards, so it's going to be 2nd down and 8. 8:51 and the clock rolling here in the second quarter. 2nd down. Rock in that shotgun. He's going to put Larimer in motion to the left side of the formation. They're going to hand it to Llewellyn. He's trying to find some room. They've got a hold of him by the waist, and he gets some help, and they do bring him to the ground after another 2-yard gain. And there's a penalty. Flag came in late. And I think that's probably in the area where you would call holding.
Kind of what I'm thinking. Talk about a tough 2 yards. That's probably the toughest 2 yards Llewellyn's going to have to get all year.
Well, they had a hold of him by the waist, and they were trying to drag him back, but
kept his legs churning, though. I mean, he's a machine.
And looks like we're going to walk off something. And, of course, Coach Edwards he's still not happy over there. Do not blame him.
He's still like, hey, man, what happened there? Can you let me in on that? Oh, man.
All right, a chop block, illegal chop block, and that's a personal foul. So we'll see where they mark this off to. It was marked to start at the 23-yard line, and that's going to go all the way back to the 12.
Yeah, nothing like a chop block, somebody's helmet going right to your knees. That's never a good time.
So now, all the way back at the 12-yard line, 2nd down and a lot, close to 20 here. To pick up for this 1st down. Rock in that shotgun again. 2 receivers to his left. He's going to look to his right.
Oh, no.
It's tipped up into the air and almost intercepted. Defensive play there on the end. Dominic Bates fights off the block, tips the ball into the air and almost makes the interception.
He's going to be seeing that one in his dreams tonight. He's like, man, I came so close to picking that one off.
Almost a big play, and
the curl route was wide open, so that was a great play, by Bates.
So now Rock and his teammates facing a 3rd and long, 3rd and about 20. And there's a timeout being called. Chase Bowman wants to take a little conversation. Let's take a quick break here. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge. 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Need help finding a job or recruiting reliable workers? Action Total Staffing is your trusted local staffing partner. We work hard to connect skilled candidates with employers across southeastern Ohio. Action Total Staffing provides industrial, administrative, temp to hire, direct hire, and seasonal staffing solutions. Since 1994, our staff has offered personalized screenings and in-person interviews to match top talent with great opportunities. Visit our Zanesville location to launch your next chapter with Action Total Staffing.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge. 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Third down for the Maysville Panthers. 8:23 to play until halftime. They need close to 20 yards here. Cade Rock in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Going to throw it deep, and he's got his man, and it's just a little bit overthrown. Looking for number 2 out there, Landon Iden, or affectionately called Shark by some of his coaches and teammates here in Southtown. Just overthrew the Shark just a little bit there. He couldn't come up with that. So
I've heard of jumping the Shark. I've never heard of overthrowing the Shark, but I like it. I'm here for it.
All right, now I think this time we're going to see a punt, and I believe they probably told Iden, hey, let's kick the ball a little sooner this time.
Yeah.
You're going to do the rugby kick. Let's get rid of it. It bounces back to him, and he is going to have to kick it, and he does. It's a low line drive. It's going to bounce inside the 45, but bounces across midfield, and it's going to go all the way down to the John Glenn 38-yard line. So from the 12-yard line to the 38, that's about a 50-yard kick.
I mean, somebody who's classified as a wide receiver DB, I mean, if you're going to get a punt out of him like that.
Usually a 50-yard kick has a lot of hang time on it.
Not this one.
That got about 10 feet off the ground at its maximum.
Still the same end result.
Yep. So John Glenn is going to get their initial first full possession of the second quarter. They had it to start this second quarter down in tight, but got stopped on downs. John Glenn is going to take over. It's a first down from their 38-yard line.
I'm anxious to see as we get closer and closer to halftime if we can see John Glenn kind of air it out a little bit more. They have not had much success.
4 receivers. Edwards turns, fires it down at the right flat. It's complete.
Same.
And we're going to fight ahead for maybe a gain of 1 or 2 after the reception.
They keep calling that quick bubble screen, and it's just.
And that was Colton Gress out there, and he managed to get it out to the 40-yard line. But those passes into the flat, and they can lull you to sleep with those.
Sure.
And then it's like you get the little hook and go action to it, and all of a sudden you're beat deep. So you got to really play solid defense out there.
I mean, you can see, look at the secondary, right? I mean, look how close they are to the line right now. I mean, they are not worried about the over-the-top pass at all.
This time, John Glenn had 3 receivers to the right side of the field. They handed it to Metzger, and he's going to try that right side, and he gets the ball all the way up across the 44-yard line, almost to the 45, but they're going to mark him down at the 44. So he picked up 4. Now a 3rd and 4 for the John Glenn offense. A little bit different on the formation that time. Edwards under center with 3 receivers to his right. Back to their standard formation here with 2 receivers on each side, 1 running back and the quarterback Edwards in the shotgun. Maysville showed a blitz, but they backed out of it. Edwards rolls to his right. He's trying to throw it downfield, and it's almost intercepted. At the 50-yard line, it would have been the first down if John Glenn could have come up with it, but Maysville stepping in front, almost coming up with their 2nd interception of the game, but could not bring it in. So 4th down from the 44-yard line, and John Glenn may be confident about their defense because they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Wow, bold.
Their defense has been pretty solid tonight. Nothing to nothing here. A 6:40 to play in this second quarter. Edwards, this could be a situation where you're trying to draw them offside too. If you're defensive coach, you're telling them to watch the football. They do snap it. Edwards going to throw it down the middle of the field in the seam, and he got hit early.
Wow.
That is a good call because Pennington got hit at about the 40-yard line. Now the ball got to him at about the 35, but it hit him a little bit early.
Knocked him off his route.
Knocked him a little bit off his route, and that's going to be pass interference on the Panthers.
Man, just when you think you're going to get off the field and get your offense back out there, just a careless mistake there. You hate to see it.
It was pretty obvious that Pennington was hit early, and it's pass interference, and that's going to go against the Panthers. That's going to be a Bicon Services first down via penalty for John Glenn.
Well, new life being breathed into the John Glenn offense here. They've got another shot. This is a nice little chunk play for them. Let's see what they do with it.
Last night we had a ton of touchdowns and kickoffs, which made our kickoff sponsor John Valentine very happy. Tonight we've got a lot of punts. Well, not a lot of punts, a couple of punts, a lot of turnover on downs. And Metzger going to fight ahead for a few yards on that handoff right up the middle. That was from the 41, now marked at the 38, so a pickup of 3 yards for Metzger on first down. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors tonight. They include Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, TK Auto Service, Great Clips, Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, Action Total Staffing, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, and Shriver's Pharmacy. Handoff again, Metzger trying to left side, but cuts it back right at the middle field. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Stiff arm tripped up at the 2-yard line. Metzger almost takes it to the house, but all the way down the field, Landon Iden makes a play.
Touchdown saving
stop. A
touchdown
saving stop.
Wow.
And that Bicon Services first down sets up John Glenn down at the 2.
We're going with pace, no huddle.
And they tried to hand it off, and they're going to lose yards. Sometimes that quick to the line of scrimmage doesn't let your offense get set. And that's going to be a loss of 3 back to the 5-yard line. So
poor Don Bates got 8 up in the backfield on that one.
Bates got, there was really nowhere for him to go.
From the get-go,
Metzger got it almost to the house on that play. They got to the line quickly. And I think Maysville was going to call a timeout and talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit here, too. You know, it's one of those, it doesn't seem like it's, you know, all right, why am I going to go ahead and try to make this tackle all the way down the field? But sometimes you make that touchdown-saving play, and then a penalty can happen, or they've got to snap the ball again. It could be a
tip pass.
Could be a tip. Yeah. Anything could happen. So a huge play there as Iden hustled all the way back. He got Metzger to the turf, tripped him up, really. Metzger trying to dive for it there at the end. Then quickly, John Glenn gets set. They'd like to run a play, but a loss on the play. Bates brought down in the backfield. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Well, I mean, as somebody who's been on the other side of that and been stiff-armed like that, it's really hard to hold on. I'm just going to throw that out there. So let's kudos to the defender on that stop there. But yeah, I mean, give it up to Iden. He's been all over the place on both sides of the ball. I mean, he's having a great game so far, making his presence known, but just couldn't quite get him off of him there. But man, I'm really anxious to see what John Glenn does with this now that we're within the 5 here.
All right, 5-yard line. We've got 5:18 to play until halftime. No score in this game. John Glenn knocking on the door for the 2nd time. They've got a 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Edwards has some company in the backfield, but he puts Metzger in motion. They hand it off to Bates. Bates trying to power his way to the end zone. He stumbled a bit, or he might have got there. He's going to be marked short of the goal line. He got it down around the 2, it looks like. Maybe the 1. Trying to see where it is marked. It looks pretty close. Maybe we'll just call it the 1.5.
Somewhere in that region, yeah.
So 3rd down and goal for John Glenn. Clock moving now, under 5 minutes to play until halftime. And a spread formation, 2 receivers to the right. He's got Metzger and Bates in the backfield with the quarterback, Edwards. Snap back, Metzger cuts back inside, and I think he got it into the end zone. It's a touchdown for John Glenn. A Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown by Reese Metzger on a 1-yard touchdown run. John Glenn got the ball on the 38-yard line. A 62-yard drive ends up in points for the Muskies.
Yeah, and Metzger, he definitely deserved that one. I mean, after all the work he's done on the every drive pretty much so far, he definitely deserved to be able to fall into the end zone on that one as we're setting up here for the extra point.
Number 15, Caden West, in to try the extra point for John Glenn. Took his time and stepped up into it, but knocked it right through the uprights. And that's going to make our score 7-0 with 4:29 left until halftime. We'll be right back after these messages. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today, feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
John Glenn has taken the lead in this game at Southtown. They lead Maysville 7-0 here, 4:29 to play until halftime. Getting ready to tee it up and kick the ball to Maysville. they're going to be getting their second possession of this quarter.
I got to say, Dave, I've never seen this before. I've never seen somebody kick the ball just straight off the ground like that. No tee, just laid on its side.
He's got a tee this time.
Oh, okay.
He has a tee now.
His first kick, he just laid it on its side, tried to kick it like a potato or something. I don't know what was going on.
Well, that was Maysville.
I've never seen that before.
Was Maysville did
oh,
that.
My bad.
That was Maysville.
My bad.
So they're
now
trying.
We got it
I
up
think
there.
he can't get it to stand on the tee the way he wants it. I think you're going to have somebody hold it.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do here.
Charlie Brown style.
Charlie Brown style. You got to maybe Lucy can come out and hold it for him.
As long as you don't pull it, you know.
Our kickoffs sponsored by Valentine Insurance. John Valentine, he's actually broadcasting the Indian Creek Cambridge game right now over in Cambridge.
Go, John.
John Valentine Insurance Agency. He's my insurance agent, so I got to give him a little extra plug there, as he is our kickoff sponsor on AVC Sports. They are going to hold it for him, and it's end-over-end kick from Max Morrow. Is going to land at about the 15. Llewellyn's going to pick it up. He avoids one tackle, but he's met hard and brought down at the 24-yard line. Connor Shoemaker making the play down the field. And it is marked at the 24-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Maysville 24 to start this drive.
Yeah, great special teams play. I mean, there were some creases there. If he could have got that off the hop and made one man miss, he might have been off to the races, though. Great special teams play there for John Glenn to wrap him up real quick.
4:23 to play until halftime. John Glenn on the board first in this one. It's 7-0. And, you know, eerily like 2 years ago when I was over here, it was a 7-7 game till the very end when Nicholas Akas kicked that field goal. Rock in the shotgun. He's got a couple of his teammates in the backfield with him. He's going to roll to his left, fires it downfield, and it's short, and Pennington is there to intercept it. Ryder Pennington steps in front, and he makes a fantastic diving interception. Here comes the ball right back to the John Glenn Muskies on the Maysville 32-yard line. Huge play in the game because they had enough time to drive down and score before halftime, but throwing it on first down, and boy, Pennington, been an outstanding receiver for John Glenn, shows his skills in the defensive backfield as he steps in front and makes the interception.
Well, not only did he read Cade Rock's eyes on that, I mean, he stared down his receiver the entire time, but he jumped the route as well. I mean, just great anticipation.
John Glenn now right back on offense. They had some success in that last drive. They got it in the end zone. Puts a man in motion. Metzger going to try it right up the middle again. Makes a cut to avoid one tackle, but not much space there for him to operate, but he did manage he didn't get anything. We're going to be marked right at the 32 again.
Yeah, nothing like taking the punishment of the hit of some of those defensive linemen from Maysville and still not getting a yard. I mean, I feel like you kind of did it for nothing.
John Glenn set up shop courtesy of a Ryder Pennington INT.
Got three receivers to the right here.
Great field position. There's that where they're going to throw it out to the right, and it's complete, and they're going to drag him down by the shirt and throw him to the ground. Colton Gress on the catch, but just no space. They threw it to the short side of the field. Not much room over there to operate, and only maybe a pickup of one, and that's what it is.
Well, and like you said earlier, Dave, I mean, it's one of those things you might, get lulled to sleep with the bubble screens and the draw plays and stuff like that, and go over the top, which they did try, and it unfortunately was dropped a possession or two ago. But this is one of those things. Maysville is not afraid of the screen.
John Glenn, 3rd and 9 from the Maysville 31. 2:54 to play until halftime. Edwards finds a man downfield. It's caught at the 25. He turns ahead and gets across the 21 to the 20-yard line. Max Morrow on the catch. And that is going to be a Bicon Services first down for John Glenn.
Yep, Always nice to find the tight end there in the middle of the field, find the soft spot, sit in the zone, make the catch.
Edwards did a nice job. He was patient, kept his feet moving, kept his head up, and found an open receiver, and they pick up a Bicon Services first down at the Maysville 20. Clock rolling, 2.5 minutes to play until halftime. Edwards under center this time, going to hand it to Metzger. Metzger trying the right side. He's going to be brought down from behind right at the 20-yard line. No gain for Metzger.
That's going to be a tackle by Caden Hosletler. He's the junior here.
They're going to need to find Metzger a little more space, because if he gets that space, he's very elusive, but they've been up to the task. They've not given him much room to operate when he's got the football.
Yeah, if he can get up to speed and really get cooking there, I mean, there's nobody that can keep up with him. But if they could keep a bottle on the top there like that, it's going to be a long day.
Second down. Play clock running down now, 9 seconds. Down to 5 seconds. We'll see if John Glenn and Coach Edwards says, nah, we're going to call a timeout. I don't want to get in a rush here. 1:42 to play until halftime. John Glenn up 7-0. We'll take a quick break here. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
John Glenn, second down and 10 from the Maysville 20-yard line here. 1:42 to play until halftime. John Glenn up in this one, 7-0. John Glenn, courtesy of a Ryder Pennington touchdown, set up with great field position here. Edwards going to step back. He's been under center from time. He's going to run it right up the middle himself, and he's got no room to run. He's only going to pick up maybe a yard to the 19-yard line. And that's going to bring up third down for John Glenn. And the clock moving. Coach Edwards doesn't want to get in a huge rush here, because you definitely don't want to give Maysville another chance with the football. Maysville has touched it twice in this half, or this quarter. They only ran one play on their last possession. Edwards, under pressure, he gets out of that pressure, rolls to his right. He's looking down the field. He's going to throw it into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Metzger in the corner. What a great job by Owen Edwards, looking down the field before he ran out of bounds, throws a perfect pass into the corner to Metzger, over the defender, right to his receiver. A great throw and catch by John Glenn. Edwards to Metzger, and that's 6 points for John Glenn. Another Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown for John Glenn.
Yeah, the way, I mean, breaking the pocket like that, eluding the pressure, coming out, finding your man in the back of the end zone, hitting him on that comeback route, I mean, with an absolute laser. I mean, great throw, great play all around.
Extra point. Caden West, it's fumbled, and Edwards trying to find a way to get rid of it, and he can't. Unsuccessful on that PAT, so that's going to leave our score at 13-0. We've got 1 minute, 1 second to play. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll play the rest of this first half here from the Maysville Athletic Complex.
Hey, this is Michael Rosenbaum.
Hey guys, Tom Welling. Look, we both played heroes.
And we both played villains. But in the real life, there are no reshoots, no stuntmen, or sequels.
We all make mistakes. We're all human.
Making one bad decision can not only land you in jail, but can also put yourself and other people around you in serious risk.
Be smart, make a plan, catch a ride, stay put.
Your decision to drink and drive could permanently change someone else's world, whether you injure them or leave their loved ones grieving.
This Labor Day weekend, be your own hero.
Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by NHTSA.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge. 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
John Glenn, courtesy of a 19-yard touchdown pass from Edwards to Reese Metzger. They have taken a 13-0 lead here with 1 minute plus 1 second to go here until halftime. Morrow to kick it off for John Glenn in our Valentine Insurance kickoff. And it's caught at the 12-yard line. Llewellyn up the field. He's going to reverse field. He gets to his left. He's got some space. He fumbled the football. And it's fumbled right about the 34-yard line. We'll see who finds. And they are saying that Maysville fell on it. Almost another disaster. Llewellyn got his own fumble back.
Well, that's always good, as long as you can fall on it yourself. But I do have to say, Dave, on that, right before the kickoff, it was really funny to watch Max Morrow get the tee to actually work. He looked at his guys like, hey, look, it held it up.
Yeah, it's going to work.
It's going to work. I can actually kick it.
52 seconds to play until halftime now. Maysville starting here with a first down from their own 34-yard line. We'll see what Coach Bowman is willing to do here with a limited amount of time left. And they've only got one timeout remaining here to work with. Rock straight back. He sets up a screen. It's short. He gets it to Llewellyn. Well, across the 40, 45, midfield, 45, 40. Across, he's going to break a tackle. He's brought down at the 30-yard line. A Bicon Services first down for Maysville on a huge play.
Yeah, the halfback screen wide open there. Great
pickup of 36 yards. And all of a sudden, just like that, Maysville now threatening to score. They've still got 42 seconds left.
As the clock gets started now, 40 seconds.
Clock moving now. Rock gets his team to the line of scrimmage. He's going to roll to his left, being pursued, still rolling to his left, throws it downfield, and I think it was bounced. It bounced. It was incomplete. Looking down at about the 13-yard line, looking for number 5 down there, Keaton Bryan. And that's going to stop the clock with 29 seconds to play until halftime. And if you're John Glenn, you played such solid defense and you let him hit a big play and give him this opportunity to score, because Rock could definitely throw it to the end zone here. So we'll see how this first half does end. Saw the momentum change in the game last night over at Meadowbrook. Tri-Valley gave up a late touchdown to Meadowbrook, and that changed the ball game. This time they bring some pressure. Rock avoids it, rolls to his left, gets across the 30, 25. He's going to run out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That time John Glenn brought some pressure, but Rock avoids the pressure in the backfield and gets across the 20-yard line for another Bicon Services first down for the Panthers.
Well, that's a smart play by Cade Rock. Let's just get out of here. Let's get out of the pressure. Let's get away from the lineman coming at me here. I'm going to run. I'm going to pick up the first down. I'm going to get out of bounds, or almost close to the first down.
22 seconds to play until half. Maysville offense has done absolutely nothing until this last few seconds of the first half. And now Rock this time going to roll to his right. A rock and roll, and there's a penalty flag comes flying in, and that was Larimer on the catch. And a penalty flag came in, and we'll see. And I think they're going to call that against Maysville. I think they're going to say it's motion of some sort. It is illegal motion.
Wasn't set.
Must have been. So a first down from the 20-yard line. He didn't pick up much there. It's going to back it up 5 more yards, and it's going to be from the 25 now. But the big loss here is time on the clock. 17 seconds now, and the Panthers just take their final timeout of this first half, so they got no way to stop it. So if they keep it in the field of play, the clock can run out on them. So they're going to have to. I'm saying they're looking at maybe throwing it to the end zone here, or if they throw it short, they're going to try to get out of bounds. If they do throw it in play, they're going to have to get up and spike it quickly. It's the only way they can stop the clock right now.
Yeah, I could see if they're not gonna go for the end zone here, look for some sort of quick out, something to get them even closer, something on the outside hashes of the field. But I don't know. I think I go for the end zone from here. I mean, you might as well.
They have had trouble offensively all evening, and they finally got something going. They hit that quick screen. It was a huge gain on the very first play of this drive. They'd like to get on the scoreboard and take some of the momentum back from John Glenn. This has been all John Glenn in the second quarter.
Got empty gun here.
So
I think
Rock
they're gonna take a shot.
Brock by himself, so it looks like they're going to try to throw it to the end zone. You've got 4 receivers in the formation. Rock straight back, right down the middle of the field. They got a man, and he's going to be hit. And a high throw down the middle of the field to Llewellyn. But Pennington is back there playing center field, and he hits the receiver and knocks the ball loose from Llewellyn. And now we're down to 11 seconds left in this first half.
And like I said earlier, it's easy to see from up here, but man, Landon Iden was wide open on that little street.
Second down and 15 from the 25. Rock in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Rock, and there's going to be another penalty flag, and that's a legal procedure. That's going to back.
Man.
And Llewellyn, frustrated with his teammates there. He's shaking his hands a little bit. Ball back up now to the 30-yard line on that penalty.
If you're John Glenn, that's exactly what you want to see. You want to see frustration and infighting.
Well, what I've got, if I'm Maysville, I've got 1 receiver to the left side of the field with 1 defender.
1-on-1, baby. Take a shot.
Now, Coach Edwards is going to call a timeout and set his defense here, and I doubt they're going to leave 1 defender on an island over there by himself.
Yeah, that was Keaton Bryan up top. He was all alone on an island.
Well, we'll see what they do here. Coach Edwards, he just called his last timeout of the first half as well. Fairly quick-moving game so far, just a little bit past 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see if we can get a shot at the end zone here for Maysville. I really think they're gonna try. And I mean, what else are you gonna do with 11 seconds left? And as we talked about, both teams lost a good kicker, so you're definitely gonna take the shot at the end zone.
Both, as we mentioned, both teams really solid kicking game, and now that's one of those things that as a coach it's nice to have that weapon, and boy, then all of a sudden he's gone, and you're like, oh my goodness, we got to find another kicker.
I got to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah,
in my
I might
own
have to change my own. I got to
Yeah.
change my philosophy. And 11 seconds to play. If the ball is caught in play and they bring him down, that's going to end this half more than likely. So we'll see what they do here. Rock straight back. Being pursued, he's flushed out. He's going to throw it deep into the end zone. There's a cluster down there, and it's tipped away. Tipped away. Number 11, Justin Church down there, tips the ball away. And there's still 4 seconds left on the clock, so Maysville is going to get 1 more shot at this.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Dave. I really do like the no call there, but you probably could have called defensive pass interference there.
Well, there's a lot of bodies down there in that end zone, and they're all looking at the football. So
I'd rather not see the flag more often than not. But
well, 4 seconds to play. This is going to be the last play of the first half, lacking a defensive penalty against John Glenn. Rock in that shotgun. Snap back. Straight back, only 3 men rushing for John Glenn, and one of them being held. Rock's going to let it loose for the end zone. It's going to go out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to end the first half here at the Maysville Athletic Complex. John Glenn leads this game 13-0. We'll take a break, and we come back. We'll go through some of the things that happened here. We'll talk about some high school football and other things going on in the area. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
I'm Ted from TK Auto Service at 2303 Glen Highway.
And I'm Julie. We've been in business for 26 years, proudly serving this community with reliable and trustworthy auto services.
Our customers are like family, and we are committed to keeping your vehicle running smoothly.
Whether it's a quick oil change or a major repair, we're here for you. We appreciate your trust and support.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram to stay updated and connected.
Thanks for choosing TK Auto Services. We're here because of you.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar! La, 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 la.
If you're having any problems with your heating system, you want someone who will be there right away to help. This is Russ Abels. At Abels, we provide emergency service for any brand of heating cooling system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We promise to get you up and running quickly and professionally. And if you ever need a replacement, we'll help you save energy and money with a new high-efficiency system, and we will do a flawless installation. If you need help with your heating, call Abels.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
Get back to school ready with amazing savings at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan. Browse Dutro's great selection of new vehicles at its downtown Zanesville location or shop online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com. Back to school savings going on now at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
Need help finding a job or recruiting reliable workers? Action Total Staffing is your trusted local staffing partner. We work hard to connect skilled candidates with employers across southeastern Ohio. Action Total Staffing provides industrial, administrative, temp to hire, direct hire, and seasonal staffing solutions. Since 1994, our staff has offered personalized screenings and in-person interviews to match top talent with great opportunities. Visit our Zanesville location to launch your next chapter with Action Total Staffing.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today, feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
Hey, this is Michael Rosenbaum.
Hey guys, Tom Welling. Look, we've both played heroes.
And we both played villains. But in the real life, there are no reshoots, no stuntmen, or sequels.
We all make mistakes. We're all human.
Making one bad decision can not only land you in jail, but can also put yourself and other people around you in serious risk.
Be smart, make a plan, catch a ride, stay put.
Your decision to drink and drive could permanently change someone else's world, whether you injure them or leave their loved ones grieving.
This Labor Day weekend, be your own hero.
Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by NHTSA.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Ted from TK Auto Service at 2303 Glen Highway.
And I'm Julie. We've been in business for 26 years, proudly serving this community with reliable and trustworthy auto services.
Our customers are like family, and we are committed to keeping your vehicle running smoothly.
Whether it's a quick oil change or a major repair, we're here for you. We appreciate your trust and support.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram to stay updated and connected.
Thanks for choosing TK Auto Services. We're here because of you.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares. Close to home.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Halftime here at the Maysville Athletic Complex. John Glenn leads Maysville 13-0 in this, which you would like to call a Muskingum Valley League game, but it is not. Maysville now in the small school division, John Glenn in the big school, so this is not a conference game because those crossover games, you can play the teams in the other division, but they do not count in the football standings. Now basketball is a little bit different scenario. You play everybody in your own division twice, and those crossover games do count because you play everybody one time. A little bit of a, we'll do some scoring updates first for our Surgeon Construction scoreboard update. Barnesville currently riding the second longest regular season winning streak in Ohio. They lead at the start of the second half over Fort Fry 22-0. And that's not a small task because Fort Fry is a very established program. They have a certain way that they do things and they're good at it.
Exactly.
So that is a big, probably going on to a win for Barnesville as they lead that 22-0. Caldwell opening their new stadium. They currently lead Buckeye Trail 26-0. Buckeye Trail lost their quarterback in a scrimmage against John Glenn, as a matter of fact.
Oh, no.
Young man had a season-ending injury. Drew McGlumphy, good player for Buckeye Trail, so they're going to struggle a little bit to find their feet without him running the show because he was their quarterback, touched the ball every time. He's going to run the football, he can throw it. They're going to be hurting without him, and of course you got Caldwell opening a brand new stadium.
Looks like they're christening it just fine then.
That's exactly right. Licking Valley leading Sheridan 14-6. And also on our family of stations tonight, Indian Creek leads Cambridge at half 14-6. Cambridge trying to break that 21-game losing streak.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Cambridge can pull one out there for Indian Creek. I mean, those kids really deserve the win. 0-21, 0-22, somewhere in that region. They definitely are due for one, that's for sure.
All right, so that is our Surgent Construction scoreboard update right now as it stands here. We'll try to come up with some more local scores here to update you with as time moves along. Our contest here, it is 13-0, and it seemed like, Zach, that John Glenn possessed the ball for the entire second quarter is just what it felt like.
I mean, they did. I mean, Maysville comes out for that first possession. They throw the quick pick there to Pennington, who, circus catch, diving catch. I mean, great play by him. But at the same time, they just can't seem to maintain ball possession for very long. And on the flip side, you've got John Glenn, who Well, if I'm being honest, I think they've only thrown the ball about 5 or 6 times this evening, and most of them have been bubble screens.
Yeah, they're throwing it into the flat. They're not really throwing the ball down the field, so they're not really picking up that much yardage throwing the ball.
But they're also chewing the clock.
Yes. Now, in terms of this game, the first 6 possessions of this game went interception, turnover on downs, punt, turnover on downs, turnover on downs, punt. So the offenses weren't really getting much going there in the early on. But second quarter, John Glenn put a couple of touchdowns up on the board. Those 2 touchdowns sandwiched around that Ryder Pennington interception. Maysville really frustrated for most of the first half until late when they got the ball with less than a minute, and then all of a sudden they hit a big play, and they get another play. All of a sudden they got a chance to score, and that was their big offensive show in the first half was during that last minute. They're just going to have to be more consistent here, Zach.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like you said, that last drive here before halftime, that halfback screen went for 36, 37 yards. I mean, that's the bulk of their total yardage so far on offense. But at the same time, it's one of those things where the John Glenn defense just showed up. I mean, I talked about here, briefly at the very beginning of the show, talking about, it's going to be one in the trenches. And, I really thought that the size of Maysville's offensive and defensive line was going to be a problem for John Glenn, but it doesn't seem to be. They seem to be working very well with it and getting pressure on the quarterback and making stops and protecting their own quarterback as well.
Well, all the scoring took place in the second quarter. We were 0-0, as they say, on the pitch in the end of that first quarter. Second quarter, though, with 4:29 left, John Glenn got on the board first. It was a 1-yard run by Reese Metzger. That was the end of a 9-play, 62-yard drive. The PAT good, 7-0 John Glenn. Now, they got the ball right back because when they kicked off to Maysville ran 1 play, and it was an interception.
Right.
A great interception made by Pennington, and now with just 1:01 left until half, John Glenn got it into the end zone. Again, a 19-yard pass from Edwards to Metzger, and if we had a play of the game, that would be it so far because that's a big third down. It didn't look like John Glenn was in a big hurry, and they kind of roll Edwards out. It looks like maybe he's going to run out of bounds. Before he runs out of bounds, though, he finds Metzger way back in the right corner of the end zone, and what do you know? It's a touchdown. PAT no good, a fumbled snap on the exchange. So our score at 13-0, and just what a really fantastic throw and catch on that play, Zach.
Yeah, and it was one of those things, like you said, Dave. I mean, he kind of got flushed out to the right there, rolled out, and the DB was in front of the ball. It was in front of the receiver. I mean, he had good position. It was just a great ball right over his head. Not too high, not too low, not too left, not too right. Just a perfect strike. Hit a nice missile there in the back of the right corner of the end zone to score the touchdown. But I will say I can't gloss over both the interceptions that we've had today. Have both been very extraordinary plays for both teams. Both have thrown an interception. Like we talked about Pennington with his diving catch. And then we had another one from Maysville on the right, the far sideline from us. Some great hands being shown by both defenses.
Well, and as we said, a couple of really, you just pointed out, athletic interceptions made by both teams. So some good defense being played. The offenses, it's been a struggle, but the defense has been solid on both teams, really. Maysville trying to force John Glenn into throwing the ball down the field, and they really haven't done it yet because they haven't had to. I mean, but halftime is pretty long in high school football. You got 20 minutes to think about things and a couple more minutes to warm up. So if you're going to make some adjustments, that's the time to do it. Now, again, a lot of sponsors for our telecast on video and our broadcast on the radio tonight. Those include Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan. They were also the sponsors of our Touch a Car contest on AVC. What a success that was. It was an interesting weekend, we will say, at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan in Zanesville. Allwell Behavioral Health Services, another sponsor. Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, TK Auto Service, Great Clips, where I get my hair cut in Zanesville. Got to shout out all the girls at Great Clips on the Maple Avenue location. Doan Ford, another sponsor, Village Hardware and Rental. Action Total Staffing, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, and Shriver's Pharmacy, all sponsors of tonight's broadcast. John Valentine Insurance, they are the kickoff sponsor. Bicon Services, our first down sponsor. Kemp Insurance Agency, the touchdown sponsors. Our scoreboard updates brought to you by Surgeon Construction. And if we have video replay, that's brought to you by High Street Seneca, a brand new sponsor. And also, I've got to mention the good folks at Lock 9 Pizza. They are the sponsor of our player of the game. So, Zach, if we were at halftime, which we are right now, and we were going to make a selection for player of the game for both teams, who would you be going for?
Well, so far, John Glenn's easier. I'm going Metzger. It's got to be Metzger. I mean, hard-nosed running. He scored, the touchdown on the corner that we were just talking about. That's an easy one. Now for Maysville, I'm kind of torn. I'm leaning towards Landon Iden.
Right.
He's been all over the both sides of the
Iden
ball.
has done a lot of things. I'm with you.
That's kind of where I'm at. But I'm not gonna lie. Even though Cade Rock hasn't really had the game that maybe he would want to have in the first half, I really do see him coming out of the cannon in the second half and really slinging the ball around. I think that either one of those guys could end up being a player of the game for their team.
Well, we'll see what happens as this second half unfolds. And again, we'll go back and I'll hit some of these scores again that we had here. Our Surgeon Construction scoreboard update. Caldwell leading Buckeye Trail 26-0. Licking Valley up 14-6 over Sheridan. Indian Creek leading Cambridge 14-6 at half. And also Barnesville was leading Fort Fry 22-0 in some of those games that are taking place on our family of stations tonight, as well as on our video. And that's one of the things that really sets us apart. A lot of people like to do broadcasts. We do radio, we do video. And the best thing about our video broadcast, they stay on our YouTube channel forever.
That's right.
Like to go back and reminisce about the Maysville basketball games that we covered last year, then you could go back and watch Maysville basketball.
Now, I did just get an update. Shout out to my friend Daniel Arenas. 32-0 Caldwell at halftime. They ended up getting some extra points there right before half.
Okay, so 32-0. Caldwell opening a brand new stadium, and it looks, the pictures I saw, it looks fantastic.
Looks beautiful, yeah.
And, I still laugh when I think about some of the video that our cameramen have taken down there with the big steel support right in the middle of the shot as you move to the right or to the left. That was at the fairgrounds.
You got to love the fairgrounds.
The Noble County Fairgrounds. So now moved out of there, got their own space. There are a lot of really nice football facilities in the area. Hard to beat Maysville Athletic Complex, though. This setting is spectacular up here on the hill. You got a great view around you. When the sun sets here, it's just a beautiful setting here. Everybody likes to play on turf now. Everybody runs on turf in the MVL. So
yeah, that seems to be the norm now. I mean, we were talking earlier about the weather and the heat, or whatever, and how it was a nice night or whatever. But you got to take into account being on turf like that. You can throw an extra 5-6 degrees on there, being down there on the rubber on the turf.
Right, and the weather this week one has not been an issue because normally week one it's very humid, it's very hot. I have actually taken a fan with me to some games where the good folks here at Maysville, though, not only do they have a great football setting, but this press box is fantastic. We've got another radio crew here tonight along with us. There's plenty of space, and number one, it is air conditioned.
Yes, it is, and I love it.
So when I've been here over the last few years, it's been extremely nice. As I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, this is my 9th year of broadcasting high school football and basketball, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better facility that I've been in. I will say Jackson, Ohio, the Jackson Ironmen, they have probably the best high school football facility that I have broadcast from. It is spectacular.
Never been.
A 2-tiered press box.
Ooh,
a lot
fancy.
like Cambridge has now.
Yeah.
They've got a 2-tiered press box, but an outstanding facility there. The locker room's right underneath the stands that are all right there on the one side. It's a beautiful facility. Although those facilities in the MVL, nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, Tri-Valley out in Dresden, what a great setting. And if you notice some of the MVL schools, they don't put tracks around the football field. They want the fans a little bit closer to the action. The track's in a different setting. So those are always interesting. I've always enjoyed Philo. The good folks at Philo, where I'll be next Friday night, they treat you so well down there. Their stands are right on top of the field, it seems like to me. And then they have the state-of-the-art video scoreboard. Last year, We had a rain delay down there, and they played 80s videos, and I was in heaven, AC/DC and the such. All right, John Valentine kickoff gets the second half underway, and the ball bounces and picked up and right down immediately the Maysville ball carrier at the 23 or 24-yard line. That's where Maysville will start this second half of action. Again, that kickoff, second half kickoff, brought to you by Valentine Insurance.
I look for Maysville to come out of the halftime here and really try to get some momentum going. I mean, try to get the passing game going as well. Now, granted, they've thrown the ball more than John Glenn has, but at the same token, they haven't had much more success either. But I really expect them to get out here and get some momentum on this drive.
Well, they really need to get back in the football game and get it back in a really, a tight game. If they can score here, then it's going to be anybody's game the rest of the way. Rock still in that shotgun, snap back, handoff straight ahead, got some space. Llewellyn running hard, and he is slammed to the ground, though, just short of the first down. Llewellyn hit the hole hard, got all the way out to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Llewellyn coming there through the B gap. Little pulling guard action, getting through there. Nice opening there by his lineman. Great play.
Picked up 9, brings up a second down and 1 as we just underway here in the second half.
See, it looks like we've got a little bit of confusion going on here.
Rock trying to direct people around. He's got people where he wants them. Now he's going to hand it to Llewellyn. No, keeps it himself, plows straight ahead, and he got enough for the first down. Got barely over a yard, but he did get the first down. The officials moved those chains. That's another Bicon Services first down for the Maysville Panthers.
Yeah, nice little QB keeper there by Rock. He goes and gets the first down for him and his squad, and we'll see what maybe some play action being set up here for the Maysville Panthers.
And that's the way to start off the drive. If you are Maysville, you get a first down, you move the sticks immediately, and then you try to add on to that, maybe hit a big play, but you'd like to get in the end zone here, and if they can, we've got a brand new football game.
Showing blitz here by John Glenn.
Rock going to hand it off this time. A little jet sweep to the left, and he gets the corner across the 40-yard line to the 45-yard line. That's number 23 for Maysville.
Or excuse me, that's John Glenn. Excuse me. That is Gavin Duncan.
Duncan on the carry, that jet sweep action. He picks up about 9. So their first 2 first down plays, they've picked up 9 yards. And again, first down, if you're picking up 5+, you're in good shape and almost getting another first down. So second and short here for the Panthers as they're getting close to midfield. They're on their own 44-yard line. Clock stopped with 10:41 to play in this third quarter. Rock hands it off inside again, straight ahead up to the midfield stripe, and that was Llewellyn before he is rudely thrown back by the John Glenn defense, but he got all the way to midfield, picked up 6, and Cohen Llewellyn gets another Bicon Services first down for the Maysville Panthers.
So far so good for Maysville. Another run here right up the middle to Llewellyn, and if it's not broke, I mean, why fix it? Another first down for Llewellyn.
Well, they established that run. You keep hitting them with the run. That's going to open up the passing game. 3 receivers to the right in this formation for Rock here at 1st and 10, right at midfield. High snap, but he fires it down in the right flat. He's got Landon Iden open. Iden is brought down after a short pickup of about 3 yards. And Iden is down on the play, and he was brought down in kind of an awkward position. So one of the things we were talking about last night, you still get some cramps because, and it looks like Iden, it's the way the trainer is holding him, it looks like he's got a cramp. It was just kind of an awkward tackle for him.
And you're going to have that in these early weeks. I mean, that's a classic thing that happens,
Yes, you see that a lot. And you also see a lot of thunder and lightning delays, which, hey, clear skies up here tonight, so we really appreciate that. And
Dave, don't jinx us. I don't want to hear that.
A fairly cool evening. Well, I did a game here last year, and we could see off in the distance.
It was coming.
It was going that way, which the Meadowbrook game got delayed and Cambridge got delayed, but this game got in, and Mike Snively and I were very happy as we drove home and saw the other games were still being played as we laughed at the other broadcasters.
Said, sorry, boys, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Iden's back up on his feet here. So
yeah,
he's
I
okay.
want to say that looked like just a kind of a cramp thing that he had going on. So he's going to come out for a play at least, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Maysville Panthers. 7 yards to pick up here for another 1st down. They've got 2 to start this drive. Putting some things together, kind of building on that last possession of the first half there, Zach. Rock's going to keep it this time, and he's picking his way, trying to find something ahead, and he only was able to gain maybe a yard to the 46-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 or 6.
Looks like we got another 2 Maysville Panthers down. Yeah,
Yep.
you could tell there, the play calling coming here from Maysville, trying to bring a lot tighter formations and stuff. They're kind of going away from that 2, 3, 4 wide there. But yeah, we've got 2 Maysville Panthers down here with what I'm just going to go ahead and assume same thing with Landon Iden. It's probably some cramping, some hydration issues.
Well, what we're seeing here, and if you're Maysville, this is a lot like basketball. You come out of the locker room. You've talked about what you want to do.
Yeah.
You execute. You get a 1st down. You get another 1st down. But then all of a sudden, we've got to cramp.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop play. Mm-hmm. And now we got to stand around, and we just kind of lose that natural momentum that we just built. And that's such a hard thing to do because now you're going to stand around. We're going to get a drink of water. We're going to mill around a little bit. Now we're going to go back out on the field. You'd like to get that 1st down, call a play, get right back up on the line of scrimmage and play. They're not being able to do that right now. And this is a pretty big play in the game.
Oh, for sure.
You got 3rd down and a little bit over 5 yards, maybe closer to 6 here from the John Glenn 46-yard line with 9:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see what Maysville's got drawn up. Rock going to roll to his left, throws it to the left, and it's caught right at the 40-yard line. That's going to be enough for the 1st down as he spins inside and picks up a couple more yards. And that's number 5 for Maysville, Keaton Bryan.
Well, it's really funny because, I've saw it on both sides of the ball multiple times. It looks like the secondary, neither side really is doesn't really care much about the pass, but those, as tight as they are at pre-snap, by the time the snap actually happens, it's kind of a soft kind of coverage there. Those curl routes have been open all night for both sides.
36-yard line, that's a 10-yard pickup. A Bicon Services 1st down for the Maysville Panthers. A handoff straight ahead. There goes Llewellyn. He's going to plow ahead to about the 33-yard line. So it looked like he got about 3 on that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 as the clock moves on here in the 3rd quarter, now under 9 minutes.
Now 2nd down and 7 here. If I'm coach, I'm thinking either I might do a little play action, I might take a shot, I might run the ball. You got a lot of options here, but at the same time, you need to be smart and keep the ball in the hands of your playmakers. I'd say look for Landon Iden to get the ball here.
Well, you got to make hay on your possessions. This has been a low possession game, and they try to get it to Iden and a jet sweep. He's hitting the background, but he breaks through and he gets across the 30 to the 25.
Wow.
He should have been brought down for about a 5-yard loss, and instead he turns that into a big gain all the way down to the 22, and he's down with a cramp again.
Man. Hard-nosed running there by Landon Iden on that jet sweep.
He should have been brought down in the backfield, but instead breaks tackles, breaks through the line of scrimmage, gets all the way down to the 22, and he looks like he's struggling with a cramp again. So a Bicon Services 1st down on that play, but again, play stops.
And that's something that could become a problem for Maysville. We already talked about at halftime, who are you going to give the game ball to? Who's player of the game? I had Landon Iden really, really high up in my list. And if this is going to be something that maybe he needs to miss a series or, needs to rest, whatever it may be, that could really be a bullet to the foot there for Maysville.
Well, there's only one way really to kind of fix that problem. You've got to hydrate yourself, and you really have to hydrate prior to the game. That's one of those, I hear a lot of coaches, they tell their players, if you're at school and you walk past a drinking fountain, it doesn't matter if you're thirsty or not, you take a drink.
Yeah, preparation.
And you got to spend some time You can't just rely on, well, I'm gonna drink water during the game because you're probably already a little dehydrated anyway. So you got to be proactive. You've got to drink a lot of water. And that's part of the things, the state makes you do, those acclimation periods. You've got to get used to the heat when you're practicing in the summer before you can put pads on and all those things. But it is marked at the 23-yard line. Ended up with a 10-yard pickup when he should have really been down for a loss. And
loss of 2 or 3 probably.
But it's a first down, and this is the 10th play of the drive for the Panthers here. And Rock's going to keep it, picking his way, and boy, he is hit hard, right?
I mean, had his head taken off on that one. So we got a flag on the play here.
There was a play after the whistle, and he got a couple yards. I don't think there was a flag, though.
Okay.
I
thought I saw a conference there happening.
Got it down for a 1-yard pickup, so 2nd down and 9. And this is 4-down territory for the Panthers. 7:40 to play. Maysville, the only team that's touched the football here so far in the third quarter. And we're nearing about 5 minutes run off on the clock. Rock puts a man in motion, hands it off. Llewellyn right up the middle, breaks across the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Mad at himself because he didn't quite get it, and he looks like he's cramping again as well.
Gosh. That might be the moral of the second half here. That might be kind of what we're looking at.
That's another Bicon Services first down. A first down and goal now for the Panthers as they've got it at the 9-yard line. They've got to get it in the end zone. 7:15, the clock is moving. And Rock brings his team to the line.
Taking the plays from the sideline.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. He fumbles the snap, but does manage to get it handed off. And he tried to get to the left edge, but no room there for the ball carrier. That was number 23, Gavin Duncan, on the carry. John Glenn did a good job turning him back inside. And that's a no gain. 2nd down and goal from the 9-yard line for the Panthers.
That's exactly what you want to see from your defense if you're Coach Edwards. Keep contained. Don't let them get around the edge like that, and really push it back to the reinforcements in the middle.
13th play of the drive here for the Panthers to open up this second half. Rock's got it. Now he's going to drop straight back. He's under pressure, but he gets loose. Now he's going to try to throw it, and he's hit hard at the 12-yard line and driven back. Number 21 for John Glenn, and number 70, that's Jensen Perry, and also Kean Barton on the defensive pressure. And Rock driven to the ground for a loss. He's sacked all the way back at the 14-yard line. Huge play in the game. Now 3rd down and goal from the 14.
Yeah, that's one of those plays that my man Cade might be feeling tomorrow morning. Like, maybe I should have got rid of that a little sooner.
He had some space, but all of a sudden, Kean Barton and the other player there, they came up and really made a nice play. Got him to the ground. It was a hard hit. Now, Rock straight back, standing at the 20-yard line, fires it downfield. He's got a man, and it's tipped away and caught. Wow. Tipped by Ryder Pennington right into the back of the end zone to Landon Iden.
Wow.
What a big play in the game, which probably should have been a turnover.
Yes.
Ends up being a touchdown.
I literally said it out loud. I thought it was picked immediately, and right off the hands of the DB and into Landon Iden's hands. I mean, I'm glad he got back out there on the field for these last couple snaps, and that's exactly what Maysville needed to get them back into the game.
Well, unbelievably, he doesn't come down with the interception as it's either right through his hands or tipped back to him.
Wow.
And Landon Iden makes the catch for the touchdown. Maysville's first points of 2025, and they've got a lot of confusion going on as they're trying to line up for this point after touchdown. Jocelyn Miladovich is on to kick, and her kick is right down the middle. That extra point good. That makes our score John Glenn 13, Maysville 7. We'll be back with more third quarter action. This is high school football presented by AVC Sports.
If you're having any problems with your heating system, you want someone who will be there right away to help. This is Russ Abels. At Abels, we provide emergency service for any brand of heating cooling system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call us. We promise to get you up and running quickly and professionally. And if you ever need a replacement, we'll help you save energy and money with a new high-efficiency system. And we will do a flawless installation. If you need help with your heating, call Abels.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WILE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
To John Valentine Insurance kickoff here in the third quarter, 5:28 to play. Maysville has now drawn to within 6. It's 13-7, John Glenn. Kickoff rolls to the 30-yard line. It's picked up. They're running across the left side of the field. Turns upfield to the 40, now to the 43 before the ball carrier is brought down. Shoemate is the one that fielded it around the 30-yard line. Took it all the way across the field and then turned up, got it across the 40, and it's going to be marked at the 41-yard line. That's where John Glenn will start their first possession, Zach.
I was going to say,
of the second half.
If you're the little Muskie offense here, I mean, it's like I kind of forgot what we were doing. I mean, I feel like I've been on the sideline for 20, 25, 30 minutes now.
5:20 to play here in the third quarter, so Maysville had the ball for over 6 minutes and 40 seconds. And now Metzger trying the left side on a sweep, and he's going to find some room. And he was shoved out of bounds and then hit late out of bounds is what it looks like. And that looks like that could be a personal foul against Maysville. We sit a long way away from the field here in this press box, and when action happens on that far sideline, that's when I'm pulling out the binoculars. And that is going to be a late hit out of bounds against Maysville. So that's going to give John Glenn a Bicon Services first down by penalty. It's now marked all the way down inside the 40-yard line of Maysville at the 38. John Glenn now with a first down, trying to answer the Maysville drive. Maysville getting on the board for the first time tonight. Maysville having trouble getting the right people on the field. A lot of it has been due to the cramping issue, and you're not sure who's in and who's out. Edwards airing it down the left side.
Oh.
Feet get tangled up. Receiver falls down, and that's a good no call. Both guys looking back for the football. Feet getting tangled up is not pass interference.
I think that ball literally hit Landon Iden's helmet.
It might have.
I think it did. I think it ricocheted off
hard
his
to
helmet.
see from it did. Our man Dalton assures us here,
Yes,
our
that's what
engineer
happened.
running the show, he says he's got the computer with the video screen, and he says, yep, it hit his helmet.
You are correct, sir. That is what
Second down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Metzger trying to find some room. Not much space to find. He did get a couple. It's going to be marked at the 36-yard line. So third down and 8 now for John Glenn. Critical possession in the football game as Maysville is drawn to within 6. You don't want to give the ball back to the Panthers when they've got some offensive flow going.
Right. Yeah, this is a pivotal moment in the game here. Really need to get a first down. And I got to say, and I know that was only a 2-yard run, but I still got to give my kudos to Metzger. I mean, just some hard-nosed running he's doing tonight, not being denied.
He found a little space where there was really none to have.
Yeah.
And now we've got 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Edwards straight back, time to throw. Now he's going to run it. He's got across the 30, down to the 30. He's tripped up as he crossed the 35 down to the 30-yard line. And he is going to be just a couple yards short of the first down. It's going to be marked right at the 30. He picked up 6. He needed 8. So fourth down now. And
Gotta
again,
go with tempo.
John Glenn quickly to the line. Hand it to Metzger. He's going to try the left side, and he's going to be knocked back. And he's not going to get it. He's pushed back. Tried to run that little sweep to the short side of the field, and just no room. Maysville makes the play, and they knock Metzger out of bounds before he can get to the first down marker, and that's going to be first down. The Panthers take over.
Talk about momentum, Dave. I mean, that is exactly what you wanted to see if you're a Maysville faithful here in the crowd tonight. Great stop. Like you said, you've got some offensive flow and some rhythm going on. That's exactly what you want to see out of your defense. Get the ball back in the hands of the offense, and let's go down here and score another touchdown.
Uncle Mo has jumped on the Maysville back here.
Uncle Mo.
Uncle Momentum is now on the side of the Panthers, and boy, that missed extra point kind of looms large in this game all of a sudden. Maysville takes over first down on their own 32-yard line. They come up with the defensive stop that they need. And there's going to be a delay of game. Or no, illegal procedure. I looked at the clock, and there was still 9 seconds left.
Yeah, I think it's probably on the motioning back. That was a very, very short pistol backfield, too. That was kind of strange looking.
That's going to be a 5-yard mark off against Maysville. You got to wonder, John Glenn got in a hurry where I really don't think you want to be in a hurry on fourth down.
Yeah.
They were in a hurry to get to the line of scrimmage, and they liked what they had on the field, so they went for it. Maysville now 1st and 15. Ball moved back to the 27. It's a handoff right up the middle, and Llewellyn has found plenty of yardage right up the middle of the field here in this second half. He picks up that penalty yardage, and it goes back out to the 32.
Yeah, we get back to the original line of scrimmage there, but you're right. Llewellyn has really made the most of his yardage here right off the left and right hip of the center. I mean, he's had a couple off the tackle runs and stuff like that, sweeps and whatnot, but really the bread and butter has been right there in the middle.
Llewellyn's picked up that hard yardage here in the second half, running right up the gut. He's in the backfield with Rock. Rock going to keep it this time. Llewellyn's a lead blocker. Rock dancing, and he didn't get much. He did find a little bit of space, and he got ahead. He's still short of the 35-yard line at the 34, so only a pickup of a couple. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Now, Zach, if they don't get it here, are you going to go for it on 4th down on your own side?
I would.
That's something that I would be wondering about, because you do have the momentum, so maybe they'll pick it up here, and that question won't even need to be asked. But Rock in the shotgun, surveys the defense. He looks, now he's going to roll to his left.
Wide open.
He's got a man in the flat. He throws it, and it's too high. Boy, he had a man right on the sideline. That was number 5, Keaton Bryan, that he was looking at. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 8 from the 34. And I see a change in personnel, so we're going to see the first punt of the game from Maysville.
Well, as we talked about earlier in the first half,
I was wrong. They punted a couple times.
Okay. I was just going to say, as we talked about earlier in the first half, that's a tough throw. Coming across your body, running full tilt, going against your body weight, and it's just a tough throw to make, but had the man wide open.
Maysville going to punt it away, and we've seen the rugby-style kick, and that's a good kick.
Not this time, I mean.
Over Metzger's head. He went back and caught it. Now he's going to try to turn upfield, but great coverage from Maysville. He's tackled right at the 30-yard line. It's about where he caught it going back. Tried to make a move and make those guys on coverage miss, but they was unsuccessful.
We've got a Muskie down on the field over here as well.
So it's marked right at the 30. John Glenn will take over.
Looks like Dominic Bates is down. Excuse me, sorry.
Oh, you're good. And they lead in this game 13-7. My man Dalton trying to help me with some hookup here on the scores. In that Barnesville game, Barnesville now leading Fort Fry 35-7. You're wondering, is Barnesville going to experience any drop-off? I guess the answer is
I would say no.
As we have another Surgent Construction scoreboard update. Caldwell leading Buckeye Trail 38-0. They christen their new stadium with what looks like a resounding win in their first game in their new digs there. So that's, good for Caldwell. It's you want to open your facility and that's been a really good game the last couple of years.
Yeah, it has.
I think you and I actually called the
Buckeye. That was our first game
Buckeye
last
Trail
year.
Caldwell game. It was a really good football game, which Buckeye Trail won.
You want to talk about the bunch of cramps in the game? We had a bunch that night. I think we might even had a thunder or a lightning delay.
I
as
don't
well.
know. We had all kinds of stuff going on that night. We had technical issues.
Yeah.
We had it all going on.
Fun stuff.
But no technical issues tonight. We got Mike and Dalton on the job tonight right here with us. And they're telling me not to say that because there's time left in the game. Sorry, guys. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to play in the third quarter. John Glenn takes over. A little flip pass, and Metzger drops it.
Man.
Metzger was right there, and Edwards hit him in the hands, maybe the worst place to try to catch it.
I know. That's my dad joke of the night. Hit me in the worst spot, right in the hands.
All right, so 2nd down and 10 now from the 30-yard line. 2:28 to play in this third quarter. Maysville has come out of the locker room and got right back in this thing as they scored. Now John Glenn trying to answer that. They're going to throw a little bubble screen on the left. Pennington's got it. Across the 35, 40, 45, 50. Into Maysville territory. Pennington with his first big catch and run of the night. Probably trying to shake off the frustration of not getting the interception on the touchdown pass by Maysville down there, and that's a huge Bicon Services first down for the John Glenn Muskies in Maysville territory at the 44-yard line. This time it's a run. Straight ahead, Metzger, again fighting hard, gets to the 41-yard line. He's picking up those tough yards again. Moving ahead for 3, bringing up a 2nd down and 7.
It looks like John Glenn is going straight to just taking all the calls from the sideline here. They're not going to huddle. They're going to keep this Maysville defense out here, get them tired, don't let them substitute, and just call everything from the line.
Edwards in the shotgun. Metzger in the backfield with him. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Edwards, little counterplay to Metzger. Metzger trying to break it out to the right side, and he gets a little bit of room, and there comes a flag in. And I'm not sure if it's a hold or if it's a face mask.
I didn't think it was a face mask.
Maybe it's got to be a hold the way some of the coaches are acting over in the booth next to us.
All I heard was draw, 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 draw. I'm like, yep, all right, draw play.
And they're going to mark that off against John Glenn. It was holding.
That'll move you back.
And that goes all the way back into Maysville territory, or excuse me, John Glenn territory at the 49.
So we got about 2nd in a parking lot here.
Well, they've got to get it down to the 34, and it's on the 51. They need 17. The 51. It's on the 49. I was just thinking 51 and 4. Never mind.
Yeah,
it's the math thing in me.
Numbers are hard, Dave.
It's the math thing in me I had to do. Edwards rolls to his left, and there's another penalty flag, and that's got to be illegal motion or illegal procedure. It is. John Glenn now backing up, shooting themselves in the foot. Now it's going to be back at the John Glenn 44. They took possession at their 30. Hit a big play with Pennington to take it into Maysville territory, but now 2 straight penalties have backed them up.
I retract my previous statement. Now it is 2nd in a parking lot.
Yeah. Well, it was 2nd and 17. Now it's 2nd and 22. Tack on 5 more yards for illegal procedure, and I know Coach Edwards not happy about the mental mistakes here. Late in the third quarter as we go under a minute to play in the third quarter. John Glenn, precarious 13-7 lead. Edwards rolls to his left. He finds Pennington across the middle of the field down to the 40 of Maysville. A great throw and catch, and that's all the way down inside the Maysville 40-yard line to the 39.
Yeah, look at the John Glenn passing attack coming to life here. I mean, that's 2 big catches by Pennington just on this drive, and we talked about, I think, off air during halftime is, you're running a lot of bubble screens doing this stuff, but you're lulling the defense to sleep. And as we saw on Pennington's first big grab there, they weren't ready for it.
3rd down now and 6. Well, 5. We'll call it 5 now. 3rd and 5 for John Glenn. Got a big chunk of all that penalty yardage back. Edwards in the backfield by himself, and he just got Maysville to jump.
Man.
And I think that's going to give John Glenn a first down. And as I mentioned earlier, John Glenn, they go on the clap. When the quarterback claps, and they'll throw it in there on you. They'll clap, and they won't snap it. And you're used to it, so what do? You step forward, and I believe that is going to give John Glenn a first down. Are they going to measure it? I believe they are going to measure.
Got a score update here for us, Dave.
Lay it on us, a Surgeon Construction scoreboard update.
At the end of the third quarter, Indian Creek up 28-6 on Cambridge. Looking like that streak is going to continue for the Bobcats.
That streak's going to live on for Cambridge.
Man, I really wanted them to get that one.
And they're going to stretch the chains, and it's short. I should ask cameraman Mike Mitchell, how many inches is it short? He's given me it's about the 7 inches. It's about 7 inches, Mike. Okay. All right.
You're hiding it.
All right. It is
that's fun.
I thought it was bringing up a 4th down. They have not changed the down marker, but the clock has run out here in the third quarter. John Glenn will be facing a 4th and short when we come back, or it's 3rd. There was a penalty. I'm sorry. As we come back at the end of this, John Glenn leading 13-7. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. High school football presented by AVC Sports.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. All Well is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
John Glenn initiates the fourth quarter action with a handoff straight ahead to Metzger, and he gets those tough yards, and he's going to get the John Glenn Bicon Services first down. And they move the chains, and they keep possession of the football to start this fourth quarter. Clock now moving in this fourth quarter, 11:45 to play. John Glenn with a first down on the Maysville 32-yard line. Penalty helped out quite a bit there on that third down. Edwards fakes the handoff and throws the screen, and boy, they're throwing that bubble screen. If the cornerback looks for the football, that's a pick six going the other way. But
definitely.
He just tried to come up and make the play on the receiver, which he did, trying to get up to Gress.
Yeah, and they've thrown that exact same bubble screen all night, and it's worked for them in varying degrees. Obviously that last drive had the big catch by Pennington there, but on that one there, Edwards' feet weren't set. He kind of sailed it a little bit, threw it to the left,
and Gress probably needs to come back to the ball a little bit instead of waiting on it, because that can get picked for a pick six
for sure.
And it's a second down and 10 now for the Muskies. Edwards rolls to his right, but he throws back to the left. He's looking for Pennington, and it's thrown up in the air, and it's intercepted.
Wow.
Edwards threw it to the outside. Ryder Pennington was looking for the ball on the inside.
He had him.
And it ends up being an interception all the way down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, we got another Maysville Panther down with a cramp. But, yeah, on that throw, the post route was wide open, one-on-one. If he throws that ball on the inside, you may be talking six there. Got a kind of a wounded duck, came out a little weird out of his hand, threw it out to the left side, and, yeah, the DB's going to have his time with that every time.
Well, he had what he wanted. He had Pennington with one-on-one, but he just didn't throw it to a spot where Pennington could make the play on the football. Instead, it's an interception, and now Maysville takes over on their own 2. Now a chance to drive the length of the field and maybe take the lead in this football game.
That was Keaton Bryan that was down on the turf there. Another guy who's had a great game tonight for the Panthers and been very active on both sides of the ball.
Well, we've got to think about a Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative power lineman of the game for each team. We also need to think about a Lock 9 Pizza player of the game for both teams. So maybe somebody does something here in the fourth quarter to win the award, we shall say, for both teams.
Yep, this is where your heroes are made right here. Somebody's got to step up for Maysville and make a play here, especially as they're backed up in the shadow of their own end zone.
First down, Maysville on their own 2. Handoff straight ahead, picking his way, and again it's across the 5, across to the 7-yard line. Nice hard run. And that time was Duncan. Gavin Duncan on the carry. He got it all the way out to the 7-yard line, picked up 5. They'll call it the 8-yard line here. So he picked up 6, second down and 4 for Maysville. Rock down with a little breathing room there as they got some yardage on first down.
Uh-oh. Got a late substitution coming in.
And they've got a late substitution because they had another player leave the game with cramps. They've got time on the play clock. Rock hands it off, though. And it's going to pick up the first down across the 10 to the 15-yard line. Another run by Duncan. He picked up 7 that time.
And if he doesn't get kind of tripped up by the shoestrings there, I mean, I think he might take that even further.
Now Duncan's coming out of the game.
Man.
He doesn't make it. He falls. And they've got to stop play here. Duncan is on the turf.
Yeah, that seems to be the problem for Maysville tonight. I mean, he's the 3rd or 4th player just on their team to come down with a cramp like this.
And yet another one for Maysville. Maybe they need to ask Coach Edwards what they're doing over at John Glenn because they have not had an issue at all with a player cramping tonight. It's been all of them on the Maysville side, it seems like.
Well, didn't you hear? You know, the coach implemented this year for all of his guys. You get an IV drip there in 8th period before make sure that you're ready to go. I'm joking, obviously, but yeah, you hate to see that for Maysville. I mean, it's painful. I've been there. I've had them myself. It's not fun.
When watching here during the timeout for the injury, Coach Edwards having an animated discussion with the official with the white hat on, who is the crew chief.
Has he had a non-animated discussion with them tonight? I don't think he has.
I don't think he has, but we've got a 1st and 10, a Bicon Services first down there, run by Duncan. He comes out of the game. And we're going to be ready for play here again. Maysville now 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. They got it out of their shadow of their own goalposts. And Rock in that shotgun as he has been all night. Snap back, he's going to run it, try to find ways forward, and there's just nowhere to go. And they're going to blow it down. Right there again, number 70, Kean Barton. He has been Johnny on the spot on the defensive line. So Kean is making his play for the Guernsey Muskingum Electric Cooperative power lineman of the game.
Yeah, he seems to have his nose in just about every tackle that's going on tonight.
He has been there a lot tonight. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 because Rock got nothing on that carry.
Going to have a late substitution. It looks like we're going to have Carter Daniels come in and play slot receiver here.
All right, Rock in the shotgun. And we've got a flag. Officials counting, and that's
men on the field.
They might have there's a substitution infraction, and that's against Maysville. They're going to walk backwards.
Man.
So a 2nd and 10 just got longer as they're backing up 5 more yards back to the 10-yard line. And that's going to be a 2nd and 15. You know, you just mentioned it. You got some young folks in and out of the game.
Yeah.
They just weren't sure who was supposed to be in and out. This time, Rock going to run it to his right side. He's got some space, turns it back in, makes a man miss, and gets across the 15-yard line. Good pickup. Made a man miss, and they're going to mark that at the 17-yard line. So a pickup of 7. and brings up a 3rd and 8 for the Panthers.
Well, with all the cramps and people coming in and out of the game, you're seeing a lot more of Cade Rock on the ground here, and I don't think that's exactly something that Maysville wants to make a habit of,
Right.
but they're kind of forced to with some of the guys coming in and out.
Well, Iden just came out of the game. Llewellyn is out of the game as well right now, so a lot of different folks out there in the skill positions for Maysville. Rock going to roll to his left, and he throws it. He's got a man right at the first down sticks, but he dropped it. Now they're saying it's complete, but the official was watching, but he was just watching to see if he got his feet in bounds. He didn't see that he did not complete the catch.
Wow, it looked like he was still juggling it a little bit there, but if they're going to give a possession, if I'm Maysville, I'm running a clock play, not a clock play, but I'm getting up to the line immediately here before anybody can really.
They're giving him a very favorable mark as well. They're giving him the first down. So that's a Bicon Services first down for Maysville. And he definitely dropped the football.
For sure.
But Rock going to throw it again. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to turn it upfield and try to get some yards, but he's knocked out of bounds right about the line of scrimmage. And he's going to pick up maybe a half a yard, but maybe not even that.
Yeah, at least back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he did get back to the line of scrimmage. I thought that was not a catch. Now they had a flag that they picked up. Not a catch, and he didn't. If he did, he went out of bounds at about the 24.
Right, before the marker.
Before the marker, so.
So it looks like we've got Iden back in the game. He's going to come in and run the slot here.
Iden's back in the football game. Good news for Maysville. Rock in that shotgun. He's got a host of receivers. Now he's kind of directing traffic again. Bring somebody back in the backfield with him. And it's going to be a handoff.
Oh.
And boy, stood up in the backfield.
Wow.
And guess who?
Number 70.
That's Kean Barton again on the tackle.
Man, he's been everywhere.
He shot through there and knocked the ball carrier down in the backfield all the way back. They're going to mark it at the 21-yard line. So a loss of 4. And again, Barton just everywhere, it seems like, for the John Glenn defense. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And Coach Bowman decides, I'm going to have a little talk about this because we've only got 7:55 to play here in the football game. It's 13-7. John Glenn missed an extra point, and that kind of looms large here in this football game because if Maysville can get down and score, extra point would win it for them.
Right.
And but again, weird things happen in football games and also late here at Maysville.
That they do.
2 years ago, watched a field goal hit the upright or hit the crossbar and bounce over for a win for John Glenn.
The Maysville doink.
We will see if it comes down to that in this football game. But what Maysville faces right now, they've got the ball on their own 21-yard line. They've got to get to the 35 to get a first down. It's 3rd and 14 for the Panthers. Rock has looked, he's run the offense very well. He's run the football. He's been hit hard a couple of times.
A lot of times, yeah.
Which has been tough on your quarterback. 3 receivers now to the wide side of the field, and Rock has been successful when he's been moving, so I would assume they're going to try to roll him out and keep him away from Kean Barton, and that's illegal procedure. There was some movement. They're going to back up more to make it that much harder on themselves. That's going to take it back to the 16. And they've got to get all the way out to the 35, so now it's 3rd and 19.
Looks like we're going to keep the same formation here. 3 wide to our side of the field, 1 up top.
They got 3 to the wide side of the field. Rock straight back. He's going to fire it down the middle of the field. He's got a man that's caught. Landon Iden at the 40-yard line. A great catch. He goes up and gets it. He's hit hard and comes down hard on the turf, but he hangs onto the football. That's a Bicon Services first down for the Maysville Panthers.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Bowman, you got to be so thankful that he got back in the game, even dealing with all these cramps. What a catch, what a ball. That's exactly what this offense needed.
And he's going to come out of the game right here. after making an outstanding grab across the middle in traffic. And he gets Maysville the big first down. And they now, with 7:35 on the clock moving, that drive is alive where they can try to score and win this football game. Cade Rock back in the shotgun again.
Nope.
And we've got a timeout.
Waiting for them to give us a signal here.
And it's a delay. It's a delay of game on Maysville.
Huh.
I thought they might have called timeout or stop play before that, but that's
Yeah,
going to
I thought
back
it was
them up
timeout.
5. But they're not backing them up.
What is, yeah,
He and the,
All right,
the
more
he's
with
saying,
the
wait a
rock
minute, wait a
confused.
minute. I just called delay a game.
We didn't move the
and
ball.
we didn't move the ball.
Oh, Lord. What is happening?
Now they're going to move it back.
There it is.
There we go.
There's the 5 yards. Okay.
I mean, they called it, and then they didn't mark the yardage. So now 1st and 15 for Maysville from the 35, as I predicted that was where it was going to be. Rock going to carry it himself right up the middle. He's got 5 yards across the 40, now to the 42. He got that penalty yardage back, plus a couple more as he gets to the 42-yard line.
That's been one of the more successful, actually drawn up quarterback runs there for Maysville tonight. You know, it's kind of been hard sledding, uphill sledding for Cade Rock when he's running the ball.
They finally got away from Barton, and that was the key. Rock now got his team to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 8. And he's going to hand it off this time, trying the right side, and there comes a hard hit. Bounces off of the tackle and swing back to the left side and gets across the 45. I thought he brought him down back by the 42, but
I did too. I thought he got depleted.
But he was like the Timex. He took a licking, but he kept on ticking.
Nice.
Got to the 46-yard line. Now a 3rd and 4 for Maysville. Time and game situation, I think they're just going to keep running plays till John Glenn can stop them.
Right.
3rd down 4. Rock kind of moving some folks around in the offense. He's going to hand it ahead to Iden. Iden straight ahead, or that's Llewellyn. That's one, Colin Llewellyn. That's going to be short, marked at the 48-yard line. Llewellyn's had a lot of space running up the middle of the field here in this second half, but not on that carry. And now you got 4th and 2, and this is huge in the football game. The clock now down to 5:48. If you don't pick up the first down, you do have the opportunity to stop them and get the ball back. So obviously you're going to go for it here. 4th and 2, and I'm going to keep it in Rock's hands as much as I can if I am Coach Bowman here. Snap back. Rock straight back. He's going to throw it in the flat. He gets it to Iden. Iden makes a man miss, and he gets the first down. Landon Iden he hits the B button, as the kids would say, and he spins away from a would-be tackle by Dominic Bates and gets a Bicon Services first down for the Maysville Panthers in John Glenn territory. And boy, Landon Iden, the Maysville fans, a little bit nervous as he caught it because Bates was lining him up for the tackle, but he spun away and picked up the first down. A huge play by Landon Iden.
I mean, just what an athlete. I mean, Landon Iden, I mean, what can't the guy do?
Basketball player extraordinaire on that state championship team, now making big plays for his team on the football field. Rock's going to try to run it. He picks his way ahead.
Nice.
He's got a blocker. He gets across the 40. And again, hit hard all the way down at the 36-yard line. He's going to pick up 12 yards. Cade Rock on the carry.
Great play, great patience there by Cade to let his offensive line really move everybody out of the way for him there. But, man, what another big hit. I mean, he just keeps getting absolutely
There have
level.
been some big hits on Rock. 36-yard line now, 1st and 10. A huge Bicon Services first down for Maysville. 4.5 minutes left. I don't think John Glenn is going to get the ball back in this football game.
It may not.
Doesn't feel like it. Rock, and they're going to call a timeout. John Glenn called a timeout. They want to get a little bit more organized, and it really is, just trying to stop what that Maysville has going, that momentum right now. And that's probably a wise timeout to reorganize a little bit and actually maybe save a little bit of time as well.
Not only that, I mean, just catch your breath. I mean, I feel like your defense has been on the field here for a hot minute, and just every time, and you think, I mean, they had him backed up to
They had
what,
him
third
backed up
25?
third and long a couple of times and couldn't get off of the field, couldn't get the stop.
It's demoralizing.
They had a chance right there on that fourth down play to get Iden in the backfield and couldn't get it done. He gets a big first down. It'll be, if they end up losing this game, it's just going to be one they're going to talk about lost opportunities because they had a chance to make an interception in the end zone. Instead, it turns into a touchdown for Maysville. A couple opportunities on this drive where they've had to stop them, and they haven't got it done. Maysville, though, credit to them. They keep plugging away, and now they've got a chance to drive down here and win this thing. Rock's going to throw it out into the left flat to Iden. Iden gets to the corner, gets across the 35 down to the 30 before he's knocked out of bounds.
We got a scoreboard update here. We got a final coming out of Caldwell. 38-0 Caldwell finishes against Buckeye Trail.
Surgeon Construction scoreboard update. 38-0 as Caldwell opens a brand new stadium with a resounding win. If you're wondering, this is the 18th play of this drive for Maysville. John Glenn desperately trying to come up with a stop here. We've got 4 minutes and 16 seconds to play in the football game. They are clinging to a 13-7 lead. Rock, snap back, he hands it to Llewellyn. Llewellyn straight ahead, and he's going to get enough yardage for the first down. Another Vicon Services first down to the 26-yard line. Maysville trying to put it together and get in the end zone and win this thing. It's 4 minutes, 10 seconds left as they reset the chains, and the clock will begin to run again. 26-yard line, Maysville with a first down. It would be hard for me to let them throw the football right now when they've had the success running the ball, and they're wearing the defense down. There's Llewellyn right up the middle, and he's met right at the 25-yard line, but managed to fall forward for another yard. He gets to the 24, so a pickup of 2 on first down.
And like you said, Dave, I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to throw the ball in here the way that you've been moving the ball on the ground. But, it's plays like that. I know that was only a couple yards, but, this late in the game, it's a battle of attrition. A yard here, 2 yards here, you're going to break one. You got these guys on their heels.
3:30 now, clock moving, ball on the 24-yard line. Maysville, second down and 8. Snap back to Rock. He fakes the handoff. He's under pressure, but he does get it out onto the right side, and the receiver is going to be He keeps his feet moving. He did not go down, kept the legs churning. And he was stopped at the 20-yard line, and the defender there thought they had him to the ground, but
looks like that is Brody.
That was Brody Smith, his first catch of the game, and he gets it within a yard of the first down. It's all the way down at the 17 now.
That was the exact same play that Landon Iden got the first down.
Caught it out there in some space, and then they thought they had him down, but he kept the feet moving, got it forward. Now it's a very short yardage situation. Rock picks his way forward.
First down.
He didn't get much, but he did get enough for the first down. I think he's going to mark it at the 16. 16-yard line of Icon Services, first down for Maysville.
I'm not sure. They're not moving the chains here. Oh, there they go.
Yeah, they've got to be moving that. It's a definite
I
first
thought
down.
So. There we go.
I mean, everybody up here is saying it's a first down, and
we've been fooled before, though.
Yeah, I know. 2:34 with the clock moving. Maysville here with going to take their chance to try to win this football game in Coach Chase Bowman's first game as the head coach at Maysville. Rock, snap, hands it off, got some space on the right side. And there's a penalty flag. There's a penalty flag, multiple penalty flags. Let's not get too excited if you're Maysville, because I think this one's coming back. Right on the point of attack, and that's, I didn't see it, but I saw a lot of flags flying in the air at that point of attack, and that's going to be a holding call.
Man. The Maysville faithful not happy with that
They're
call.
not happy about that one. I don't blame them. So they had a first down at the 16-yard line, and that's going to back them all the way up to the 26.
Man, drama here in Maysville tonight.
Some drama. Yes, I agree. It's now first down and 20. And it's 2:13 with the clock moving, and Maysville substituting late again.
Got to get set here.
Cade Rock, snap back, hands to Llewellyn. He's got room on the left side.
Oh, yeah, there it
They get
is.
the point of attack. They get the block made this time. Llewellyn gets the left side and turns upfield across the 20 down to the 16 and maybe to the 15-yard line.
Great run there by Llewellyn going up the far side, short side. And it's really funny watching the lineman. Like said, "Nope, I'm getting out of the way."
That time, the point of attack out there on that left corner, the receiver out there made a
Very nice block, yeah.
without holding, and that enabled Llewellyn to turn the corner and pick up some more yards.
Yeah, if they see your hands outside of the inside of the shoulder pads, you're getting called for that every time.
Now down at the 15-yard line. Maysville trying to get a tying score right here. Handoff straight ahead, all the way down to the 10-yard line. Right now, John Glenn cannot stop the offensive line of Maysville, just creating some space. Now it's down to the 10-yard line, and it's still third down, though. They've got 2 downs here to pick up a first down. 1:42 to play. Maysville has 2 timeouts left, as does John Glenn. And now here comes a lineman out of the game, so they're going to have to make a substitution.
Not sure quite what. There we go. Okay, now he's coming out.
And the play clock is running down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. All right, they reset the play clock.
Oh, wow.
Coach Bowman is screaming for a reset of the play clock. He got it. Back to Rocky, hands it to Iden, or Llewellyn straight ahead, and he's going to be brought down short of the first down, I believe.
Very close.
He fought ahead, and they're going to mark him at the 7-yard line. I've got the binoculars on it right now. They're going to mark it at the 7. So he is short of it, and it's going to bring up a fourth down for Maysville.
Well, and I'll go ahead and be Captain Obvious here, but of course, I mean, you're going for it. You have to go for it here, but it's nice that you at least got it down into the inches, territory.
Well, we've got 59 seconds left to play. The ball has been marked at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, man, a lot of crazy stuff happening tonight, Dave. There's been some things that I don't think I've ever seen in a ball game before.
Well, Maysville, they had something going on with one of the linemen. He came out of the game, and they reset the 25-second clock, which I don't think Coach Edwards is. He is having another animated conversation. He wants to know,
I don't understand why that happened.
Because they've either got to call a timeout or take the delay a game penalty there.
I thought
but instead they had to do neither. They reset the clock for him.
Huh. Yikes! Yeah, I'd be animated myself as well. Then
he's
still out there.
I don't know if if it was an injury.
Well, he came off of his own power, so it couldn't have been that. You know?
So fourth down now, very short, less than a yard. 59 seconds to play in the game. John Glenn's defensive playmaker has been number 70, Kean Barton. Can he make a play, or somebody from John Glenn make a play and keep Maysville from getting the first down? Low snap, but Llewellyn's going to get through the line of scrimmage, and he's getting into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ooh, that made me nervous, that snap. I thought for
Low snap, but Rock fields it, hands it to Llewellyn. Llewellyn gets into the end zone on fourth down, and he has tied this football game at 13.
But here's the question, Dave. As we talked about multiple times tonight, both teams have lost their senior kicker. John Glenn's already missed an extra point.
Right.
Can Maysville come in here and make this extra point and really put the pressure on John Glenn to score with less than a minute?
Jocelyn Milatovich comes on.
She made her last.
She did it. She knocked it right down the middle the last time. This for the lead for Maysville with 55 seconds to play. Good snap. The kick is up, and it is no good.
Oh.
She missed it to the right.
Oh, no.
And we've got a tie game.
Drama.
It's 13 apiece. And I wasn't going to say it, but if she missed it, we're looking at overtime in this game.
Definitely. Most definitely.
So, it is now 13 apiece. Unbelievable. But
I shouldn't even said what I said.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I saw a game here end on the last play of the game.
True. This is true.
2 years ago. So,
Stranger things
I
have
mean,
happened. Man, what a like I said, drama-filled evening.
Drama.
Well, we'll see what John Glenn has cooking here on the offensive side with 55 seconds left here to go in the fourth quarter. I mean, you'd like to think after that long drive by Maysville that Coach Edwards has at least something up his sleeve here that, at least the offense kind of knows, it's nice to kind of script out the first couple plays or, whatever you can do to help out the guys.
How about a 98-yard drive to tie the game on 24 plays?
Wow, 24 plays. That's insane.
We've got 55 seconds to play, and we've got a tie game here in Southtown. It is 13 apiece. Now, you might be able to think, oh, well, we can hit a couple plays. We got a chance for a field goal, but you have an unproven place kicker out here.
Right.
So, we'll see what happens. Maybe make a big play on the kickoff here, but they're not going to let him do it.
Oh.
They kick it short. And it's going to be fielded at the 47-yard line. So talk about giving John Glenn some life.
Wow.
Now they've got it at the 47 with 54 seconds left to play and 2 timeouts.
That just changed the ball game there.
And that might not have been the wisest move on the kickoff.
Now, I know, all evening, Maysville really hasn't, their kickoff game really hasn't been their strength or whatever. Like I said earlier, I've never seen anybody just kick flat off the ground like that before. But that couldn't have gone any worse for Maysville, and that John Glenn's got to be stoked to be where they are right now. I mean, absolutely stoked.
They have to be breathing a sigh of relief right now. All right. Edwards rolls to his right. Throws it down the field. He's got a man, and it's caught at the 44-yard line. That's just short of the first down. That's Pennington.
What a game he's had.
Down to the 44-yard line now.
Clock still running.
Muskies moving, 35 seconds. Edwards going to be a handoff this time.
Really?
Metzger hit, and there's going to be a hold. And that's going to be
coming back.
Brought back.
Yeah, looks like that's going to be a holding call on number 51, Moses Bailey.
We hear coaches yelling for holding, which they got. And Metzger down on the play. It's second and short there, but the holding call is going to move them back into their own territory again. It's going to be spotted around the 46-yard line with only 26 seconds remaining in this one.
It was one of those things, too. I mean, I know you're running with tempo there, but I was kind of perplexed by the run play there. I mean, it was a bold strategy. I mean, I guess we'll see where it gets them here, but that's not kind of what the play call that I would have gone with.
Well, we have 26 seconds left in regulation.
In
regulation. It's a tie ball game. It's 13 apiece. And I think it's going to take a touchdown to win this one because I don't think we're going to see a field goal win a game tonight. It's going to have to be a touchdown to win it in this one tonight. So we'll see what happens.
And if it's going to happen in regulation, I see it being some sort of broken, busted play, something that somebody just loses their concentration just enough.
Well, we've got college football on the cusp of starting. We've got a few games tomorrow. The big weekend is the following weekend. NFL games wrapping up exhibition season. We've got high school season starting, so it's football now.
Right.
And I got to mention, since we're talking about some NFL football, for my friend Doug Joy in New Concord. Hey, Doug, how about those Bengals, man? I know he is waiting with some anticipation about the Cincinnati Bengals season. We think if we could keep Burrow upright, we might just win some games, but
good luck with that one, Dave.
I think we're going to have to win 52-50 in most of the games that we play.
Yes, you are.
Based on the defense. I would rather be that than the Cleveland Browns, though. That's all I'm going to say.
Whoa. Let's get back to the game.
They got five quarterbacks, and they don't have a one. And there's going to be a handoff straight ahead and picking his way across midfield to the 45-yard line. And that's going to be timeout for John Glenn. They've still got one left, and there's 11 seconds left to play. Now, in theory, what you could do is throw it in the middle of the field, make a catch, get down, and call your last timeout.
Try to kick.
And maybe give yourself a better chance to throw it into the end zone. Because, again, I do not think John Glenn has a proven field goal kicker that can knock one in from 40 yards like Nicholas Akas did. So, because the second, and it didn't look good on the second attempt of that PAT. If you remember, the snap was bad, and
the whole everything.
Lots of things went wrong on that one. So
cascading failures, as they say.
Yes, it was not pretty. And now we are in a situation you've got, if you're John Glenn, you've probably got 2 plays here. Now, last night, I did see Meadowbrook score on the last play of the first half. They ran a throwback pass to the quarterback.
It was pretty slick, I'm not going to lie. I saw the highlight.
It was good action. It was a nice play. But, you know, if they can pull that one off, I mean, they haven't really shown that in their arsenal of things. So.
No.
You know, if Coach Edwards has got some sort of trick play, some trickeration in his bag of tricks, so to speak, maybe he can come up with something like that.
As George W. used to say, a little strategery, you know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. 46-yard line, 11 seconds to play. It's a tie game, 13 apiece. John Glenn with the football. Owen Edwards, he's got some receivers to the right, and now we're going to stop, and Coach Edwards is asking him, what are you doing?
Yeah, there's some sort of confusion going on here.
I don't know what is happening. Coach Edwards is, again, not pleased with the guys wearing the stripes tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely not telling them, you're my boy.
Here we go, 11 seconds left. John Glenn still has a timeout remaining. Edwards hands it to Metzger. Metzger cuts up the middle of the field. 40-yard line brought down at the 40. And there's your last timeout of the game with 5 seconds left. So he gets to the 41.
Yeah, I'm a little confused, Dave. I mean, I guess if you're just going to go ahead and say, yeah, all right, we'll take our chances in overtime, I don't understand why you run the drop play there. I don't know.
Well, we've got a time. There's 5 seconds left.
Looks like we got Maysville coaches coming literally out to midfield to yell about something.
Yep. And Coach Bowman, he is all the way out on the M. He's out on the logo wanting an explanation. Yeah, it's M for I am mad right now because he is wanting to know what is going on. Both coaches have not been pleased with some of the things that have transpired in this game. But now, here we are, the last play of regulation. And Edwards is going to be sacked all the way back at midfield.
I don't even think
Maysville brings the house. Edwards can't even get a throw off, and that's going to end regulation. Our game tied at 13 apiece. We'll be back with overtime after this message.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
Get back to school ready with amazing savings at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan. Browse Dutro's great selection of new vehicles at its downtown Zanesville location or shop online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com. Back to school savings going on now at Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan.
Need help finding a job or recruiting reliable workers? Action Total Staffing is your trusted local staffing partner. We work hard to connect skilled candidates with employers across southeastern Ohio. Action Total Staffing provides industrial, administrative, temp to hire, direct hire, and seasonal staffing solutions. Since 1994, our staff has offered personalized screenings and in-person interviews to match top talent with great opportunities. Visit our Zanesville location to launch your next chapter with Action Total Staffing.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge. 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Bonus football here in Southtown. We play for 48 minutes. That's not enough to decide a winner in this contest. Maysville, John Glenn nodded at 13 as we are now set for overtime here at Southtown at the Maysville Athletic Complex.
You ready for this?
Not without a lot of discussion, we shall say, from each coach there at the end of the football game. Maysville trailing, entering the fourth quarter. They get the ball on their own 2-yard line. They drive 98 yards.
It's impressive.
For the touchdown, and they basically took the entire quarter. Yeah. John Glenn's last possession was the only time that they touched it. And I thought when they got really good field position off of that kick at the 47-yard line that they might be able to get it close enough to throw it into the end zone for a chance to win it, but
me too.
They did not. So that ended the play ended the regulation was the sack of Edwards all the way back past midfield. So not really a good chance for John Glenn there at the end. So no late game heroics this year in Southtown. We do go to overtime though. And unlike the goofy professional rules, each team is going to get the football here.
Tell us how you really feel, Dave.
The NFL, they do some
goofy,
strange stuff, but that's one of them. So John Glenn will get the first possession here in overtime. The ball is, I'm still waiting for the officials to put it in play. They're going to put it right in the middle of the field at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see if this defense of Maysville can hold strong here.
So here we go. Owen Edwards in the shotgun. First down on the 20-yard line. He throws it out into the right flat. Great tackle there in the open field. He gets the receiver down, and only a very short game. That was number 2 for John Glenn, Colton Gress.
Yeah,
and it's now down to the 18-yard line.
Unfortunately, on that bubble screen there, Jensen Perry, number 21, he was supposed to kind of block the guy there to create some separation. He missed, kind of whiffed at him. That's going to be a loss.
So now 2nd down and 8. Handoff this time, Metzger to the left side, turns it up, gets it across the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Pickup of about 4 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 now from the 14-yard line. And I would pretty much say it's going to take 2 plays. Don't think they've got much confidence in the kicking game here in week 1. Edwards, snap back, looks to his right.
Metzger.
He's trying to throw it upfield, and he does, behind the receiver, and it's incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 4th down for John Glenn.
Yeah, he had Metzger kind of open on, I wouldn't necessarily call it a wheel route because he kind of broke it out to the sideline there at the end, but at the same time, I mean, he had him open, but just kind of patted the ball a couple too many times and threw it behind him.
Held on to it just a little bit too long. So
burping the baby, as they say.
Maysville got a chance to make a stop, and then they'll get their possession where they can try to win this football game in this first overtime. John Glenn looking over to the sideline. 7 seconds on the play clock. John Glenn's going to have to hustle. 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 second, and that's going to be a timeout. Coach Edwards calling a timeout.
Yeah, that was a little too close for comfort there.
Well, I believe they give you an extra timeout here in the overtime because they'd used all of their timeouts. Yeah. I think Coach Bowman believed they used more than timeouts they had allotted in that regulation period. But now
I think that's why he was out in the middle of the field.
We're at a 4th down and 4. John Glenn at the 14-yard line. Each team starts at the 20-yard line in overtime. So John Glenn, if they can score here or get a first down and keep the possession going, but if they score, Maysville's still going to get a chance to score and either tie or win the football game in that situation.
Right.
If they can come up with a stop here, Maysville's going to get a chance with the football at the 20-yard line for their opportunity to try to score. And they just came off of a fourth quarter possession, we'll just call it. They had it for most of the fourth quarter. They had a couple of breaks in there. They made a couple of big plays. John Glenn, though, looking for something to happen for them on a fourth down play. 4th and 4.
Press
John Glenn. Owen Edwards rolls to his right. He's looking. He's going to throw it back across the middle of the field. It's tipped and caught in the end zone. Just like happened for Maysville, a tip, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow. Talk about keeping your head on a swivel. Wow.
I got to see who's got the football there. It's number 11 for John Glenn, Justin Church. The ball is tipped. You said it right there. An unbelievable play, and it's what I guess what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
It happened. Pennington should have made an interception against Maysville. Instead, it's a touchdown catch, and there it is again happening on the other way. So John Glenn scores. Kick is blocked.
Wow.
I thought earlier in the game, and that was number 2, Landon Iden, coming through and making the block.
Well, and if you're Maysville, you got to think too. You get the benefit of the doubt on the tip, but now you block the kick. I mean,
the first time. Okay, so the first time John Glenn scored and kicked the extra point, I thought it was going to get blocked because they got penetration like they did right there. Now, here we are again, a situation, a touchdown, but you're still going to need an extra point. And they've already missed one.
What a game this has been.
It's been definitely interesting. Church on the touchdown catch in the back of the end zone off of a deflection. It was a 14-yard touchdown catch. Now Maysville with their turn at possession. They've got it 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Rock hands it off. Llewellyn. And there comes a flag.
That's going to be 15 yards.
And I think, well, they can't mark off 15. It'll be half the distance.
Half the distance, okay, to the goal.
And that's going to give them the first down. I mean, so it was at the 19. They're going to have to go half the distance, so they're going to mark it at the 10. So now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal now for Maysville from the 10-yard line. So let's see if Maysville can get it in the end zone and then an opportunity to win it. Rock in the shotgun, hands it off. Iden straight ahead. He breaks the tackle.
Touchdown.
And it's Llewellyn. He breaks all the way through and he scores. It's a 10-yard touchdown run for Cohen Llewellyn.
Now, how about the redemption arc of all redemption arcs? Can Jocelyn Militovic come out here, make up for her last field goal that she kind of pulled to the right a little bit? Can she bring it home for the Maysville Panthers right here?
Well, our score right now is 19 apiece. And here comes Jocelyn Milatovic out on the field. She missed her last extra point. She's got a chance to win it for her team. Snap back, kick is up, and it is right down the middle. Maysville wins it.
You love to see it.
20-19. 20-19, Maysville victorious. They score and get the extra point to beat John Glenn in overtime here at the Maysville Athletic Complex. We'll wrap this one up when we come back after this word from our sponsors.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial
Couple minutes
expansions.
is fine.
We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial
All right,
needs
we need
under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project project at a time.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Shriver's Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Ohio high school sports, wishing all area athletes, coaches, and parents a healthy and successful season. When you play, play with heart. Local and independent since 1979. Shriver's Pharmacy, because we care.
Hey, this is Michael Rosenbaum.
Hey guys, Tom Welling. Look, we both played heroes.
And we both played villains. But in the real life, there are no reshoots, no stuntmen, or sequels.
We all make mistakes. We're all human.
Making one bad decision can not only land you in jail, but can also put yourself and other people around you in serious risk.
Be smart, make a plan, catch a ride, stay put.
Your decision to drink and drive could permanently change someone else's world, whether you injure them or leave their loved ones grieving.
This Labor Day weekend, be your own hero.
Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Ted from TK Auto Service at 2303 Glen Highway.
And I'm Julie. We've been in business for 26 years, proudly serving this community with reliable and trustworthy auto services.
Our customers are like family, and we are committed to keeping your vehicle running smoothly.
Whether it's a quick oil change or a major repair, we're here for you. We appreciate your trust and support.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram to stay updated and connected.
Thanks for choosing TK Auto Services. We're here because of you.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
High school football
from AVC Sports
and WYLE Cambridge, 107.9 Cambridge, 98.5 Zanesville, NASH Icon.
Dave Hilliard, Zach Chrisman back here at the Maysville Athletic Complex as we're going to wrap up an exciting win for the Maysville Panthers. They win at 20-19. Outstanding football game in terms of competitiveness and just back and forth. Maysville did not lead until that extra point went through the uprights to win the football game for them. So that's the first time they led in this one. John Glenn took an early 7-0 lead. 4:29 left in the second quarter, and it was a one-yard run by Metzger. They went up 13-0, but the looming missed extra point there on a 19-yard pass from Edwards to Metzger. Maysville got back in it on a 14-yard pass from Rock to Iden. It was the tip drill tipped by Pennington right to Iden. Iden catches it for the touchdown. With 55 seconds left in the game, Iden on a 7-yard touchdown run. Missed PAT, though, and that ends up sending us to overtime where John Glenn gets it first. Church catches a touchdown pass, and same thing happened to Maysville. They tip it right to Church. He catches the touchdown, but another extra point faux pas, so to speak. That time it's blocked, and it's 19-13. Llewellyn scores on a 10-yard touchdown run, but this time the extra point by Jocelyn Milanovic, and they win it 20-19 in overtime. Thanks to our sponsors tonight, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Abel's Electric Heating and Air Conditioning, TK Auto Service, Great Clips, Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, Action Total Staffing, Bicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, and Shriver's Pharmacy. Whew.
You got to take a breath there.
Take a quick breath here. Fantastic football game. Like we said there, in the scoring breakdown, it was back and forth. Maysville did not lead in the game until they kicked the extra point to win it in overtime. So congratulations to Coach Bowman, his first win as the head coach here at Maysville.
Nothing like starting 1-0.
Nothing like starting 1-0. So we've got some awards to hand out here, and that'll wrap up our coverage here from Maysville tonight. We've got a Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game from both squads. Zach, who we got?
So I'm thinking, and I have to give special honorable mention to the kicker there. Jocelyn hitting that kick at the very end, but I got to go with Landon Iden. I mean, all over the place, both sides of the ball. Great game by Landon.
Landon Iden is our Maysville Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game. On the other side of the ledger for John Glenn, the Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game, we're going with Metzger. Metzger had a pretty good ball game for John Glenn. A lot of tough runs. That's what we really liked about him tonight. He really picked up some tough yardage for John Glenn. He is our Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game from John Glenn. We also have a Guernsey Muskingum Electric Power Cooperative Alignment of the Game, the Power Alignment of the Game for each team. And it was an easy one for John Glenn. Kean Barton defensively just wreaked havoc for John Glenn tonight. He seemed to be everywhere, didn't he, Zach?
Yes, he did. I mean, he looked like Aaron Donald out there. I mean, he just couldn't be quelled. I mean, double teams even, he was getting through them.
All right, the Guernsey Muskingum Electric Co-op Power Alignment of the Game for John Glenn, Kean Barton, and for Maysville, it's going to be Colton Dumo. He is the Power Lineman of the Game for Maysville. So those are our special awards that we hand out for our broadcast. A couple scoring updates here. Surgeon Construction scoreboard. 35-6 was the final in that Indian Creek Cambridge game. Cambridge falls for the 22nd time in a row. And Caldwell opening their new stadium with a huge win over Buckeye Trail. They win 38-0 over Buckeye Trail. So congrats to the Redskins. Brand new stadium. I'm sure it was a big night, a festive night in Noble County for Caldwell. So that's going to wrap up our coverage of the football game here tonight. Now, if you'd like to go back and watch this when you're a Maysville fan, or maybe you're just a John Glenn fan and you're a glutton for punishment, you'd like to go back and watch it, these games are available on our YouTube channel, YRPtv. You can catch those just about any time that you would like. Those games, and if you look on there and you see from last year, you'd like to go see another game, you can do that. You can relive basketball games. Anything that we had on video, it's still on our YouTube channel. Next week on AVC, Meadowbrook is traveling to Barnesville. That's on WBNV 93.5 and YRPtv. Cambridge is at John Glenn. That's on WILE 97.7 and YRPtv. New Lex is at Philo. Mike Snively and I will be down in Duncan Falls for that game. New Lex taking on the Electrics. That's on NASH Icon 98.5 and 107.9 and YRPtv. Bridgeport travels to Shenandoah. That game on KC 105. That's our offerings next week on AVC Sports. Thanks to everyone here tonight. Mike, Dalton, Zach, everybody here tonight, our broadcast crew. We certainly appreciate everyone that tuned in. And thank you for watching and listening to high school football presented by AVC Sports.
Okay, yep. All right, sounds good, man. I'll talk to you soon.
You've been listening to High School Football, a presentation of AVC Sports.